Hello and welcome to the JB&M Sports Fanatic channel. Here we've got the Milwaukee Bucks on the road here at the Chicago Bulls. And so already in this one, Milwaukee gets the first basket of the game here. They're up 2-0 against the Chicago Bulls here. But there goes the Bulls with the basketball here. Williams with the basketball, makes the pass there. DeRozan has it, sets the screen for him. Going to make the pass back to Williams, kicks it in the corner for three. Missed that one. All right, Portis gets the rebound there. So Giannis going to bring the ball up. They give it to Holiday. He brings it. Turnover there. Bulls have it. They have the numbers advantage. DeRozan has it. You know what that means? He gets the 2 points right there. All tied up 2-2. Holiday has it up top. Behind the back. Makes the pass there. And so Portis Jr. shoots it. And he missed it. All right, Chicago gets the rebound here. Going to bring it up court. He makes the pass there. A couple passes. Gets it inside. Kicks it back out. Coming to set the screen for him, uses the screen, takes the jumper, missed it. Milwaukee gets the rebound. Again, the score right now 2-2. And so, old man, what's good with you? What's good with you? You say, what's good, JB and everyone? So, yeah, absolutely. Here we've got a good game here. I mean, the series all tied up. The series right now is a 2-1 lead, Milwaukee favorite. But we are in Chicago right here, so if Chicago can tie things up today, then, hey, we may have ourselves a great series here. And so let's see. Carmichael, what's good? What's good? And you say, hello, JB, how are you doing? I'm doing great. Fantastic. Thank you so much for coming through. How are you doing today? I know you're getting ready for that NFL draft. I mean, it's so close. So close. And so Hoop Juice Recruiting. How are you doing? And you say, what's the game plan to stop Giannis? And so obviously without Milton there, I mean, clearly you're going to have to make sure that with Giannis, don't let him get that momentum there. You know he wants to get to the basket there, so cut him off early. Do your homework early there and make sure that he does not get that full set of steam there and get that momentum, get to the rim. Cause him to get the ball far from the basket and make sure that he doesn't get that momentum going there, and make sure as soon as he gets it, two guys immediately get it, throw that ball out there. And so absolutely. And so let's see. Hoop says, this is Tobias, by the way. And so, hey, appreciate you for coming through, bro. Glad to see you came through here. And so love it, guys. And so love it. Yeah, if you guys want to know anything about basketball, reach out to my man Hoop Juice here. He be hooping on the regular. So definitely my man. He knows a little something about basketball for sure, guys. Absolutely. All right, but here we go right now. The Bulls are up 5-2. Giannis has it up top, uses the screen. Going to drive inside. And so, yeah, you can't let him do that. You can't let him do that. You got to force him to make that pass right there. Don't let him look at the basket, especially that close, and then get momentum going. You cannot let that happen. DeRozan has it for the Bulls right now. Kicks it out for three. That's going to be missed. Portis Jr. with the rebound. Holiday's going to bring it up court right now. And again, the Bulls lead this one right now 5-4 in the first quarter with 9 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Let's see. Carmichael says, I am doing great and can't wait for the draft. And so, Braden, what's good with you, Braden? He say, hey, JB. And so, how are you doing, Braden? I'm not sure if you got the chance to check out the mock draft that me and Old Man did yesterday, but definitely let us know your thoughts on how we did with the Packers draft throughout 3 rounds. And Hope says, yes, sir. All right, so Giannis has it here. And so this is where you got to get that second person right now. When he's doing all that dribbling and stuff, like you got to come there immediately, make him give that up. Meanwhile, Holiday, he gets that jumper to fall. But obviously losing a guy like Middleton, that's so huge. You remember last year when they made that championship run, Middleton played so huge in many games, especially, later in the series. As the series continued to go on, Middleton, I felt like his game improved as the series went on in each and every series. And so not having him, you're going to have your work cut out for you here. But we're going to look to Giannis here. He's got to step it up even more. Meanwhile, Giannis has it right now. And see, he turns on that speed. When he turns on the speed like that, good luck trying to stop him. I mean, that's just like you think vintage prime, LeBron in his prime, when he got going, especially when he was with the Heat, when he got going like that towards the basket, it's like trying to stop a train. It's hard to do. And so, Coach Dante, what's good with you, Coach Dante? Are you also streaming this game right now, or will you be streaming another game later on? But glad to have you come through. All right, here we go. So Giannis right now at the free throw line. Again, right now, Milwaukee leads this one 7-5 in the first quarter with 8 minutes and 40 seconds to go. First free throw attempt is up, and he missed that one. Let's see. Braden says, doing good, JB. I didn't see it. I'll go check it out. And so appreciate that. Appreciate that. One thing this mock draft is telling me, Braden, though, is that every time I do this mock draft, like you guys are probably in the perfect spot to at least get a guy like Dotson and stuff like that. But the Chiefs, they're going to have to move up. If they're going to want to get one of those premier receivers that everybody talks about, they're going to have to move up, it seems like. All right, but here we go, the Bulls. With the basketball, they trail right now 8-5 as Giannis was 1-2 at the free throw line. LaVine puts the shot up, and he ties it all up with the three. All right, we're tied up 8-8. So Zach LaVine averaged nearly 24 points a game this past season. I believe he was 12th in the NBA in points per game. Giannis with the basketball. Goes inside, kicks it out. Lopez, he takes it in, kicks it out. Now Holiday's going to shoot the three, and he's going to get the three to fall. I like the passes there. Get the open shot. Believe in your teammate. 11-8 right now is the score. Chicago's going to inbound it and bring it up. LaVine crosses half court here, guarded by Holiday. Working the ball around the perimeter. Caruso has it. He's going to give it to the forward. Makes the pass. DeRozan shoots. He missed it. All right, rebound Milwaukee. Let's see. Braden says the Timberwolves almost choked again last night. And so you talk about a tale of two sides. I mean, honestly, they switch it up by the quarter. I feel like one quarter they're playing great, one quarter they're playing not. I mean, consistency is it's hurting them big time right now. Let's see. Coach says, what's good now? I'm doing the Miami Heat game today. All right. So, yeah, you guys heard it. And so Coach Dante, he'll be doing the Heat and Hawk game. So definitely check Coach Dante out for that stream as well. Appreciate you always for coming through, Coach, for sure. And so I'm not sure how much of, the mock draft you got to see from yesterday. But honestly, looking back at it, I feel like the mock that me and Old Man did, Houston, I felt like came away the biggest winner in that scenario with the mock draft that we had. I mean, it just went tremendous, I feel like, for the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, Chicago gets inside, lays it off the glass there. Nice shot right there. 11-10 is our score right now. Carter has it here from Milwaukee. He makes the pass. Portis Jr. gets it down low. Brook Lopez. He's going to take that fadeaway jumper. Nah, not going to work. Bulls get the rebound here. Going to cross half court. Tries to set the screen for him. Zach LaVine has it right now. They're spread out right now. You see all the defenders from Milwaukee inside right now. Bulls kick it out. LaVine goes inside, kicks it in the corner for three, and he missed it. All right, so they're going to let Giannis bring it up here. He crosses half court, has it up top, makes the spin, kicks it out. Three-point shot is up. No good, but they get the offensive rebound. Now this time Lopez for three, and he missed it. All right, Chicago gets the rebound this time. All right, let's see. Braden says, I watched Sky Moore's highlight. I could see us drafting him. And so, yeah, in the mock draft that we did for, let's see, Sky Moore, I believe we had him going to Houston, I believe, in our mock draft. I mean, Houston had a lot of picks to work with. So I could be the GM for them this year. And I'll feel pretty confident with how that would set up for me. But let's see, Coach says, yes, sir. And so let's see, Coach says, yeah, man, I watched it, man. Y'all put some great pieces in place. Appreciate that, Coach. And again, right now, if you're just tuning in, we just hit the commercial right there. Chicago called a full timeout, and Milwaukee leads this one 11-10 here in the first quarter with 6 minutes and 22 seconds left to go in this one. Again, right now, Milwaukee leads the series 2-1, but Chicago at home with an opportunity to tie things up again. We know Chris Middleton, he's injured. That's a game changer right there. So Chicago, you want to come out here and win this game tonight. And if you're Milwaukee, if you can get a 3-1 lead, that's what you're hoping for here. So both of these teams, this should be a very intense matchup as this continues to play out here. It's going to be all on the shoulder of Giannis here, but he's going to need somebody to step up here. And so we'll be looking at guys like Holiday and, of course, Portis Jr. He can provide a spark as well. So we'll see how things play out here from Milwaukee. But again, right now, if you haven't done so already, make sure you guys press the thumbs up button. And also, if you're someone that's new, make sure you are subscribed to the channel as well. Let's see, Coach says, I'm doing a final mock draft soon. And so, yes, that's what I'm going to miss, though, like just doing all these mock drafts once we get the actual NFL draft. And so, Coach, are you going to be doing anything for the actual, NFL draft? Will you be streaming, all days or just maybe the first round or any of those rounds? Let me know. Let's see. Old Man says Texans, in my opinion, had the best draft. And so, oh, yeah, that was a great mock draft for sure. And so, Mike, I feel, let's see. Yeah, how are you doing, Mike? And so glad to see you here, Mike. Let's see. Mike says, I really like the mock UNO did, but I admit I want to listen a few more times. And so, and so, I mean, honestly, if there was more time, but I feel like, and you guys can correct me because I'm not sure if the last couple of years, if we've had the NBA playoffs overlap this much when it comes to the NFL draft. I don't remember that being a thing of the past. I know, obviously a lot of things have been different over the last couple of years, but I feel like this is really the first time that both of these things have really overlapped to this degree. Because if it wasn't for the fact that the NBA playoffs were there, I could be going crazy with the mock drafts, but, got to pay attention to the NBA playoffs as well. Let's see. Braden says, going to be a fun week with the NBA playoffs and the NFL draft. And so, yes, I'm just counting down to the NFL draft. I got a feeling, Braden, that this is going to finally be the year that we finally unload N'Keal Harry to some unfortunate franchise, get rid of him on day 3. I don't care if it's the 5th, 6th, 7th. I don't care if we just say, look, just trade him now, and at some point in the future, we'll decide when we get that 7th round pick. It doesn't matter. Just get him off the books. Let's see. Mike says, Coach, great input too. And so, oh, yes. Coach was on point there. He was on point there. It was like having a third GM. Let's see. Coach says, I want to get you on for this final mock draft, and old man. And so, hey, I would be down as well. I know that we've got a couple days there, so we're definitely have to work fast. So definitely, I guess I'll go off of old man in terms of what his schedule looked like as well. But definitely, let's get that planned as well. Definitely. Coach says, yep, I'm doing something. And so, okay, bet. Let's see. Braden says, I will take any receiver at this point in the draft. Also, we're not trading for a receiver, JP. I'm just trying to say N'Keal Harry is available. I mean, hey, Mike, I know we're in the same division, but we'll make an exception and give you guys N'Keal Harry for just a 7th round pick. I know you guys got some receiver concerns. So, but meanwhile, we're back to the action here. Bulls with the basketball. On the side for 3, he missed that one, just short. All right, Carter gets the rebound here for Milwaukee. He gives it up to Holiday. Holiday has it up top. Sets the screen. Guarded by DeRozan. Holiday kicks it up top. Portis Jr., he's going to shoot the 3. He missed it there, but it was a foul, so we're going to get some free throws here. All right, so we got some free throws coming up here for Bobby Portis Jr. And, of course, Portis Jr., one of those guys that chose to come back and stay with Milwaukee because Milwaukee feels like home for him. He could have went elsewhere and probably chased the money, but for him, it was more important to stay with the community that accepted him. And so he missed that first free throw. Again, we're here in the first quarter with 5 minutes and 48 seconds left to go. Milwaukee leads this one 11-10. Let's see. Mike says NFL draft was always chill with you guys and watch Saturday. And so, yes. I plan on doing a live stream every single day of the NFL draft. First round, second round, third round. First round, all, day 1, day 2, day 3, all 3 of those days. Just dedicate that to the NFL draft. And so I'm hyped up for it. All right, so Portis got 1 free throw to fall there. Let's see if he gets this one. All right, so 1 out of 3 at the free throw line here. Chicago gets the rebound. Milwaukee leads this one 12-10. And so let me know in the comment section, guys, who do you guys want to see win this game? Do you want to see Milwaukee Bucks win or the Chicago Bulls? Meanwhile, we've got a kickball here. Mike says one day NFL decided to go prime time New York City for years. And so let's see. Coach says, okay, just let me know what day I'm going to be available before that Thursday. And so, yeah, I'll definitely want to see. I see old man has something. I'll read that one after that. But yeah, absolutely. I can just work around that in terms of, especially around, if we can get at least around 7 p.m. Eastern time, between 7 and 10, around that time frame, that I can make that work any day before Thursday. Let's see. Thursday I can set it up if old man wants to come on and we can do a final, 3-round mock draft. And so, hey, that'll be live. Let's see. Old man says any day after Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern time. So, all right. So when you say any day, does that mean like you can do Tuesday as well at say, for example, 7 p.m. Eastern time, or you mean like Wednesday, like that? So let me know that for sure. But yeah, if you can do Tuesday or Wednesday at 7, I can do either one of those between 7 or 9 ideally. But I can do after that if need be. I guess preferably Tuesday, so we have time to actually put it up there before, Thursday hits. Meanwhile, for the Bulls, that's going to be a turnover. Milwaukee right here with the opportunity to add to that lead, and they do. All right, so they get the layup there, and they're up 18-12 right now. Here in the first quarter with 4 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the first. Bulls looking to inbound the ball here. Milwaukee picking them up full court here. Zach LaVine has it, brings it up cross half court here, but going to have a stoppage of play here. Again in the first quarter with 4 minutes and 13 seconds to go. Milwaukee leads this one 18-12. I remember last year around this time in the playoffs, everybody was saying how if Milwaukee lost, they're going to fire their head coach. And so it was a real thing last year. Like, if they don't win that championship last year, they were going to move on from him. But he saved his job by winning the championship. Talking about the perfect timing. Meanwhile, the Bulls inbound the ball here. Like Zach LaVine has it, gives it up to DeRozan. He's guarded by Holiday. He's going to give it up. Two guys on him. He steps back. Shoots the three, missed it. Lopez with the rebound. Holiday's going to cross half court here. Again, Milwaukee leads this one 18-12. Milwaukee currently right now in the bonus. Bobby Portis Jr., he shoots it, and he gets it to fall. All right, 20-12 right now is the score in the first quarter with 3 minutes and 40 seconds by the defending champs. Bulls cross half court. LaVine has it. Gives it up to DeRozan. Backside screen taking place. Going to set the pick. Bounce pass. Gets it down low. He kicks it back out. Gives it back. Quick turnaround. Not going to happen. Milwaukee gets the rebound. Again, they lead 20-12 right now in the first quarter with 3 minutes and 13 seconds to go. Let's see, Mike says, I will give you a seventh to keep Harry as far away from a Super Bowl team as possible. So we've got Mike rejecting to kill Harry here. All right, but Milwaukee called a full timeout right there. So in the first quarter with 3 minutes and 11 seconds to go, the Milwaukee Bucks lead this one 20-12. Let's see where we are right now in terms of how many thumbs up we've got going right now. And make sure if you guys are new that you do go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Appreciate all the support, guys. And so, hey, this is a great time of the year right now to be watching, college hoops. We've got so much going on the channel, obviously trying to weigh both between the NFL draft coming up and plus the NBA playoffs, which is only going to continue to get more and more heat up as time goes on here. So this is a great time here on the channel. And let's see, right now I'm seeing that we've got 5 thumbs up here. Let's see if before the half we can reach 15 thumbs up here, guys. Let's see if we can reach 15. We'll have that be our goal. Let's see, Mike says, now draft is so big. I am interested in every team's and improving. And so, yes, there's a lot of guys I feel like in day 2 and day 3 that can really have some real value this year in the draft. Let's see, old man says, might be able to do it Tuesday afternoon. All depends on my doctors. And so, gotcha. Braden says, Bug fans love Bobby Portis. And so, yes, they do. Talking about someone who's just embraced the community. And so, but that could be said really about all the key players for the Milwaukee Bucks, because they all chose to come back here and they're really in it for the community. And somewhere like Milwaukee, you get someone that's all about the community, that's dedicated. And they wanted to do it for Milwaukee. They didn't want to go somewhere else, chase rings elsewhere. No, they wanted to stay put and do it for these guys. And so that's why they've been embraced the way that they are down there in Milwaukee. So Milwaukee loves these guys and they love them back. Let's see, coach says, yep, because I'm trying to get y'all two together, old man. So again, whatever day you're available, like I said, I really want to do this final mock draft before the Thursday draft. And so, yeah, definitely once we find out from old man, if he can't do Tuesday, then we can definitely do Wednesday. As long as it's after 7 p.m. Eastern time, you guys let me know what time works for you guys after that point. Then, hey, I'm all on board for that. Most definitely, because earlier than that, I have to work and stuff like that. But after that, I can definitely do that either Tuesday or Wednesday, whichever one works best for old man, and we'll get it done. Let's see. Brady says, JB, will you be streaming all 3 days of the NFL draft? Best believe I will. And so, yeah, I'll try to set it up a little differently for that day. Just to, I'll probably, I don't know, I might be eating during the stream or something like that. Who knows? I might have special guests come through as well throughout that. I'm still planning that out, but I might try to get something set up like that to have, people come through as special guests, all like that. Something to get it going for the draft there, in between the picks to keep things interesting, especially on day 3, Saturday. And so, all right, so Braden's got the Milwaukee Bucks here. And so personally for this matchup right here, I mean, I'm fond of both teams here, but I mean, I gotta like Milwaukee here. I know without Middleton here, that's tough, but I still like this Milwaukee team. I liked them last year, like them this year. So in terms of just, I like the guys they have on the team, I should say, in terms of just their character. And so that is why I would root for them to win this one. Let's see, Mike says, so no longer Saturday all in one May Sunday, but now Thursday is an amazing an amazing evening nation. And so, yes. All right, but here we go, guys. Getting ready to return back here. And so Milwaukee inbounds the ball. You've got Drew Holiday with the basketball. He passed the ball to Bobby Porter. Bobby Porter has it right now. He's facing the basket. Going to take the jumper. Going to hit the jumper. Okay, so BP out there warming up here for Milwaukee. All right, Chicago's going to inbound the ball here. Cross half court. Here's some screens being set. Zach LaVine has it. Quick pass down low. Gets it in there. That's how you get it in the paint and get it up quickly. I like that. It seems like this guy's got a quick release. As soon as he gets it, there's no hesitation in this game to go up with it and get that basket. So Milwaukee with the basketball here. Holiday's going to drive inside. Kicks it out in the corner. Kicks it up top. Portis goes inside. He kicks it out. Giannis thought about it. Thought about his shooting percentage, though. Kicked it out. And so, yes, they get the three-point shot there. Grayson Allen. I remember when Grayson Allen was down there at Duke, before coming out of college, he had a tendency to trip players, but it seems he's gotten past that phase in his lifetime here. Zach LaVine has it right now. Makes the pass up top. Gets in the corner. Caruso has it. Going to set the screen for him. Kicks it out. LaVine goes inside. Makes the pass. Shot goes up. Shot goes in. All right, so it's scored right now. Milwaukee leads this one 23-16. Again, Milwaukee right now in the bonus with 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Ball's tipped. There's going to be a turnover. Chicago has it again here. Makes the bounce pass. Love the bounce pass. Love the finish by Zach LaVine. Excellent job right there by Chicago. They know what to do with the basketball when they create a turnover. 23-18 is our score. Holiday crosses half court here. Going to use the screen. Steps back. Shoots the three. Missed it. Bulls with the rebound here. LaVine goes inside there. Lays it off the glass. Gets it to fall. So just like that, Chicago on a little bit of a run here. 23-20 right now. A minute and 18 seconds to go in the first quarter. Let's see. Coach says, okay, just hit me up on Instagram. I can make that work because I can take some time out of my schedule in basketball to do this mock draft because I'm going to do this mock draft. And so, yes, definitely expect to hear from me before the end of the day, Coach Dante. I'll connect with Old Man after this, and then we'll get our times together and then see what you can work with, off of that. And then we'll go ahead and coordinate that. So I'll go ahead and work on my part to get that to happen. Meanwhile, Chicago has the ball here. Going to use the screen. Caruso kicks it out. Gets it inside there on the corner. LaVine. And he gets that one to fall. Okay. They're going to give him 2 points off of that one, though. So it's 25-22. Down by 3. Zach's already got 12 points in this one. 5 of 7 out there in the court and 4 assists as well. Bobby Porter shoots that one. Missed it. All right, so the Bulls have the basketball here. There's about 25 seconds to go in the first quarter. Difference of about 6 seconds between the game clock and the shot clock. Going to hold the ball up top here. All right, we got a screen being set. Bounce pass made. LaVine has it. He's got about 4 seconds. Got to get a high-quality shot. He takes a tough shot, though. Misses everything. Milwaukee gets the rebound. Yeah, that's going to be a shot clock violation there. So he should have made that pass there, but I get it. He probably didn't get to see the guy there. Had to get the ball up there and got that one up. But, yeah, that's going to be a turnover. So they got about 6 seconds to work with here before the end of the first quarter from Milwaukee to try to get a decent shot up. All right, Portis Jr. inbounds the ball here. Giannis has it. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. It's no secret he wants to go inside to the paint. He lost the ball there, and the clock's just going to run out there. They're looking around for the foul. Nah, not going to happen. And so at the end of the first quarter, Milwaukee leads this one 25-22 over the Chicago Bulls in this one. So a 3-point game. Let's see. Mike says, JB, you enjoying the USFL? Love it. And so, yeah, I have not been able to watch it as much as I would like here, but certainly it is on my to-do list to do at least one, preferably two streams from the USFL, especially catch the good ones. Like, especially once we figure out all the good teams, bad teams, find out when the good teams play each other and stream that one. Let's see. Mike says, please, for me, who is left in the NBA playoffs and how many games in a series? Has anybody been eliminated yet? And so let me go ahead and run through that, and I'll be able to give you the series update in a second here, Mike. And so, but again, right now, guys, we are currently at the commercial right now. And so again, if you have not already, make sure you guys press the thumbs up button. And also make sure, if you guys are not subscribed, that you go ahead and subscribe again. Again, right now, it is the end of the first quarter, and the Bucks lead this one 25-22 over the Bulls. All right, so just to be able to give a recap in terms of these standings and stuff right now. All right, so yeah, so far in this one, just to make sure. So obviously, in terms of the teams here, we've got the Timberwolves and the Grizzlies. They're tied up 2-2 in the series as of right now. And so, I mean, hey, that has been one that I've been keeping my eye out for. It was big that Minnesota was able to finish that one as of yesterday, because, I mean, that series right there is going back and forth right there. I mean, both of those guys, in the regular season, they were 2-2 against each other. So that one right there is one that I certainly have my eyes out for right there. And then you had the whole, Suns and Pelicans, that one being, Phoenix being up, I believe, 2-1 in that one. And so they'll be playing later today. And so we'll see if the Pelicans can get another one, especially being at home. We'll see if they'll be able to do that. Now, the fact that Boston leads 3-0 so far in this one, I mean, I'll admit, guys, I was dead wrong about that series. I thought that series was going to be going long, but clearly the Nets just aren't the Nets I thought they could be. So, yeah, if things happen the way that they could happen tomorrow, I mean, we could see the last of Brooklyn, and they could be getting a head start on their offseason. But right now they're down 3-0. And then you've got, obviously, Atlanta able to win one at home last time out there. That was big for them. If they can win another one at home, we could have a tie saver. Right now, Miami leads that one 2-1. And so, I mean, I don't know if I think Atlanta's going to win that one. But if they do, I'm all for it. I am all for it. And so, again, Mavericks and Utah tied up 2-2. And then Philly with the lead. I'm surprised that Toronto won that last one against Philly. I really thought that one was going to be a sweep. I was going to bring the broom out myself, but things didn't work out that way. So then obviously Golden State taking care of business. Golden State is really showing me something. So I've really been impressed with what I've seen from Golden State so far in this one. And just looking at how things are playing out, look out for Golden State. I mean, look out for Golden State. Brendan says thoughts on the Nets being down 3-0 to the Celtics. And so, I mean, quite frankly, it comes down to look in the fourth quarter. I mean, there's no Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving to be found. They're losing a lot of these games in the fourth quarter because they can't find their superstars right now. Their superstars, they need a GPS to figure out how to get to the basket at this point. Kevin Durant, I'm shocked. I am shocked. I did not think that both KD and Kyrie could disappear. I mean, I'm going to start calling them the Houdini brothers at this point because they're disappearing in the fourth quarter. So I'm just at a loss right now. I know that the defense is not, wasn't going to be something for them to bank their hats on, but my goodness, the fact that they may have to rely upon a guy who hasn't done anything since we last saw him pull his disappearing act and Ben Simmons to try to maybe come and provide a spark to help them out shows that this team, they're in a lot of trouble. In the offseason, we're going to see some things play out that's just going to surprise us, I think. And so meanwhile, we're back to the action here. All right, so the Bulls get it inside there. It's going to be a foul here. Let's see, old man says, I will let you know by Monday night, JB. And so, all right, Coach Dante. So, yeah, so by Monday night, you should expect to hear back from me and old man in terms of, some times to get back with you before so we can do that final mock draft together for the NFL draft. Again, we're here in the second quarter right now. Milwaukee leads this one 25-22. Let's see, Coach says, old man, any day y'all got and y'all can do it. I got y'all. I'm going to adjust to you guys. And so, yeah, appreciate that, guys. I mean, appreciate that. Absolutely appreciate that. All right, Bulls looking to inbound the ball right now. Get it inbound to DeRozan. He puts it up quickly, missed that one. All right. Bucks get the rebound here. Carter has it up top. He makes the pass here. Behind the back, goes inside, puts it up hard off the glass, missed that one. Caruso's going to bring it up. Nice pass down there. Even better finish. So the Bulls get 2 points. So now 25-24 is our score right now in the second quarter with 11 minutes and 8 seconds to go. Giannis has it up top. And you can see the space that they're giving him there. Meanwhile, the Bucks for three. Missed that one. Ball goes out of bounds. Their possessions going the other way. Let's see. Mike says, JB, they should just have a drop challenge. Calvin Benjamin versus Harry. Oh, man. Good old Calvin Benjamin. That name used to mean something back in the day. Like when I say back in the day, I mean at Florida State. Let's see. Mike says, old man health-wise, I'm rooting for you in 80s. And so, oh, yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Meanwhile, Caruso's just going to shoot the three there. He picked up his dribble, so it was there, so he took it. Meanwhile, Bucks with the rebound here. Giannis has it. Going to go inside. Lowered that shoulder there. Nah. And so with Giannis, you know it's coming. It's just one of those things where you know where he wants to go. It's just a matter of how many people are willing to take that charge and can get there quick enough to be able to get that to be on the offense. Here goes the Bulls here. DeRozan has it. Going to utilize the screen. What a screen that was. Pump fakes. Tries to get it down low. Kicks it in the corner. Three-point shot goes up and missed that one. Giannis going to bring it up court. 10 minutes to go in the second quarter. Bulls down by 1. Bucks shoot the three. Gets it to fall. 28-24 is our score right now. Milwaukee up by 4. All right, the Bulls have it. Caruso makes the pass. DeRozan has it. Takes a couple dribbles. Turns the ball over. Holiday's going to bring it up. He makes the pass there. Three-point shot goes up. And that is good. All right, so 31-24. It was just 25-24, but they went a 6-point run there. And so here in the second quarter with 9 minutes and 37 seconds left to go, Chicago is going to call a timeout as they trail by 7. Let's see, Coach says, yep, I think I like Marcus Jones for the Houston Cougars. And so absolutely, that's what I was saying about, Marcus Jones. He's someone that I have my eyes out for, in the middle of that round, in which I think if you can get him, I think round 3 is where you have to get him, like in that middle of the round 3, middle to the end spot of round 3 for him. And you get a guy like him, what he's going to bring you in terms of the value that he will bring to the, in terms of returns and stuff like that. I believe the best returner in the draft. And then not only that, if he gets a pick or something like that, he's going to have those return skills as well. And so he's already a pretty good corner as well. So this is someone to keep an eye out for in terms of you can get him in the middle of the draft. And you say, very versatile, can return punts. And I'm also liking, Josh Jobe. That's right, for Alabama. And so, it's another guy to keep your eye out for. So I feel like in this draft, unless you're looking for a top-tier player, if you don't get the top-tier player, you can get some value in that 3rd round, 4th round. There'll be some guys there in the 5th round as well. Just depends on what are you looking for and who do you like with some of these guys. Let's see, Coach says, I can do anytime, bro. Perfect. Love the flexibility there. Mike says, and again, right now, if anybody's just tuning in, the Bulls called a full timeout, so we're not missing any action here. But in the second quarter, with 9 minutes and 37 seconds left to go in the second, Milwaukee leads this one 31-24 over the Bulls. Again, the Bulls right now, they are playing at home here, and they trail in the series 2-1. Mike says, I got some family that lives in North Carolina, so I was rooting, Ball and the Hornets, but they're both out, and so, betting. So, yeah. Let's see, Mike says, who you want that's who I would root for, just not the Lakers. And so, ouch, Mike. Ouch. Well, luckily for you, I guess, the Lakers, that they're nowhere to be found at this point. But ouch, that's tough. Say any team but my favorite team. Let's see, Eddie says, 80s, what's good with you? We've got the founding member here of JB Nation here. What's good with you? You say, JB, how many points does MJ have so far? And so good old MJ. And so that's the question. Well, if we turn back the clock, I might be able to give you an answer. Let's see. 80 says, sorry, I thought it was 1998. 80s, if you think it's 1998 right now, we need what you're having right now to drink. That's for sure. No doubt about that. Let's see. Alexis, how are you doing? How are you doing? I thought you were going to come through when I had streamed on the 76ers this past week when they played Toronto. I know you've got to be happy with how the series is playing out so far in that one. And so let's see, Alexa says the Eagles made a deal. And so let's see, Alexa says the quarterback Kyler Murray. And so good old Kyler Murray. And so, I mean, a lot of things surrounding Kyler Murray this offseason, that's for sure. And so, I mean, I know the Cardinals, they don't want to get rid of him. And so let's see, Braden says, can't wait. It's going to be fun. And so, oh, yes, it's going to be fun. Most definitely. Most definitely. Again, we're coming back from the commercial break right now. And again, Milwaukee leads this one 31-24. Let's see, Mike says, nah, my adopted team, Panthers getting Murray. And so let's see, Mike says, 80s, what is up? And so, yes, we have the reuniting of both Mike and 80s. Finally, you guys are both on at the same time again. It's like you guys were alternating lately. All right, but here we go. The Bulls inbound the ball here, going to cross half court. Caruso has it guarded by Holiday here. A couple screens being set. Gives the ball up to DeRozan. DeRozan has it here on the wing. Gets it inside the paint. Gets it up there. And that's going to be 2 points there for Chicago. 31-26. Got ourselves a 5-point game, but Giannis has it right here. And he's got it on the wing, going to go inside, lowers them shoulders. He loves to do that. I like the way that he uses that elbow as well to get positioning there. And so he gets that one plus the foul. Score right now is going to be 33-26. Got a free throw attempt going to be coming up here. And so let's see. Mike says, Alexis, what up? Who your NFL team? I tell you what, though, them Eagles, they have a lot of draft capital in that draft. Like that's one thing that I did notice that I guess I didn't pay too much attention as to how many actual draft picks these guys have in this draft. So this is going to be an important draft for the Eagles as well. And so, all right, Chicago with the basketball here after Giannis converted on that free throw attempt. And it's an 8-point lead for the Milwaukee Bucks with 9 minutes to go in the second quarter. DeRozan gets it, puts up the jumper, gets that one to fall. 34-28 right now, 6-point game. Giannis is going to bring it up court. Giannis has it, kicks it out. Holiday has it, takes a couple dribbles, gets inside, kicks it in the corner. 3-point shot is up by Allen, and he gets that one to fall. All right, great job there. 37-28 with 8 minutes and 32 seconds to go in the second quarter. But the Bulls are going to bring the ball up court here. Zach LaVine has it, guarded by Holiday. They're running the screen to get DeRozan the ball. He gets it. Makes a spin. Got the foul there. Got the foul before he was able to make that pass. Let's see, old man says, what's good, 80s? How's everything going? Let's see, 80s says, Alexis, I was born and raised in Philadelphia. I love the Eagles. And so that is true. He loves the Eagles. Meanwhile, DeRozan has it. Gonna shoot the jumper again. Tough jumper that time. Ooh, offensive basket interference there. Yeah, you can't do that. I mean, the ball was going to roll there. Jones just got impatient there. Ended up touching the ball there before you tried to assist it in there. You can't do that. It's got to come completely off the rim before you do that. And so, therefore, that's going to negate the points there for Chicago. Milwaukee inbounds the ball here. Holiday's going to bring it up again. Milwaukee leads this one 37-28 right now. Holiday with the basketball here, guarded by Caruso. Giannis has it. Giannis going to post up. Puts the shot up, gets it to fall. That's Giannis' game right there. That's what he does. You let him get that close right there, he's going to take advantage of it. Got to make it more difficult for him. Caruso gives the ball up here. DeRozan has it, sets the screen for him. Makes the pass. LaVine has it. And he kicks it in the corner for 3. That is good. All right, so Chicago gets a 3-point shot right there. 39-31, an 8-point game in the second quarter with 7 minutes and 35 seconds to go. Holiday has it. Going to step back. Takes the difficult shot. Missed that one. Bulls get the rebound. Caruso has it. Makes the pass. Kicks it in the corner. Jones Jr. shoots the 3. He missed it. Milwaukee gets the rebound. Again, 39-31 is our score. Milwaukee up by 8. This 80 says, going 80s, watching my USFL now. Hornets out. Still interested in the NBA. This 80 says, Hey, old man, I'm surviving. How about you? DeRozan makes the pass there, gets it back. Guarded by Holiday. That's a lot of work right there to be guarded by Holiday. He's a great defender. All right, they get in the corner. Oh, you can't do that, young man. You can't do that. He thought about going for the three at the last sec, but you already left your foot. They're not going to let that slide. You see, 80 says, the Philadelphia Stars were awesome in the 80s. Let's see, old man says, same old same, taking it day by day. Hopefully we'll be done with this workers' comp BS soon. Let's see. Coach says, Jaden Lamar Davis from Alabama is really going to be a solid cornerback. Kirby Joseph and Nick Cross as safeties. That's why Cran Bristler, safety out of Penn State, and then Dexter Hill out of Michigan. I got Dexter Hill going towards any of those last really like 3 picks of the first round. I think it's a great spot for him. All right, meanwhile, Caruso gives it up. Levine has it. Steps back, kicks in the corner. Caruso gets in there. Missed that one. Offensive fouls called there, so it's going to be the Milwaukee Bucks with the basketball. Again, we're here in the second quarter with 6 minutes and 27 seconds left to go, and Milwaukee hosting the 8-point lead right now, 39-31. Let's see, Mike says, oh, your team is Patriots. You got pick 21, and you guys need a receiver and linebacker. And so what's going to happen, in my opinion there, Mike, is that receiver is not going to happen for the Patriots. It's just not going to happen for the Patriots there at that pick. If we do end up getting a receiver, it would have to come, I think, honestly, probably round 3 if we end up getting one. But I think we're going to go corner will be addressed for the Patriots. Cornerback will be addressed. I think that happens maybe round 2, round 3. First round would probably be linebacker. If not linebacker, it could be a D lineman there, potentially in that interior. But most likely, I think, in my opinion, linebacker will be the pick. There's an off chance offensive lineman could happen there, but I really hope that's not the case. Really hope that's not the case. But receiver for the Pats in round 1, that's just not going to happen, I don't think, at this point. All right, so right now we had a full timeout call by the Chicago Bulls here. They're trailing by 10 right now. Milwaukee leads 41-31. We've got 5 minutes and 49 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Again, just to recap, in the first quarter, Milwaukee outscored Chicago 25-22. And in the second quarter, they're outscoring them 16-9 so far. And in terms of scoring so far in this one, you look at Giannis. Giannis has 10 points so far in this one. He's had a little bit of help as well, though. You know, Bobby Portis Jr., he's got 9 points. Jrue Holiday, he's got 8 points as well. And off the bench, Grayson Allen already has 11 points. He's the leading scorer so far in for the Milwaukee Bucks. Meanwhile, for Chicago, Zach LaVine, he's got 12 points here. DeRozan, he's got 6 points so far in this one. And so, you know, right now, as a team, they're 14-31 out there on the court. Meanwhile, for Milwaukee, taking high-quality shots there, shooting 50% so far in this game. They're 16 of 32 so far out there. Let's see, Mike says, Cyrus Mitchell, 6'5", is making the great grabs. Some receiver needs. Teams should give this Birmingham Stallion a look. And so, hey, definitely, everybody would definitely, I feel like, especially this year particularly, I don't think we're going to see a run on quarterbacks and all like that like we've seen in years past. So if quarterbacks aren't getting ran on like in years past, that means another position is going to take a steep hit early in the draft. Receiver definitely looks like the obvious answer in terms of just teams going to be trading up to get receivers. So much so, the run at the wide receiver position, once it starts, my goodness, that's going to be crazy. Linebacker has some good depth as well. Let's see. Old man says, Mike, yes, Patriots, I want Davis or Riot. Our run defense was horrible. If both not there, then Booth Jr. Both of those guys not there, I say trade back. Trade back and get some more picks. Let's see, Mike says Golden State could eliminate. And so, oh, yeah, they got them guys down on the rope for Denver, so they certainly could eliminate them. But right now, Golden State's looking good. They're looking great. I mean, the Splash Brothers, they're out there splashing. What else can I say? Let's see, Mike says the Celtics look like they got this. And so, oh yeah, Mike. Oh, yeah. Nobody comes back from down 3-0. Nobody. Let's see, Coach says, oh, yeah, look out for Golden State. Is Jordan Poole, is he playing the way he keeps playing Golden State? That's right. If he keeps playing the way that he's playing JP, I mean, I'm going to stop calling them the Splash Brother and call them the Poole Brothers, because right now they're just shooting into a pool at this point. But, yeah, they keep playing like that. They're going to give Phoenix a little bit more than a scare at this point. A little bit more than a scare. Let's see. Braden says they need a GPS to get to the basket. Am I that far behind on the comments, guys? Let me get to some more of these. Again, we're still at the commercial right now. But if you're just tuning in, make sure you guys press the thumbs up button and also subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already, because we've got NBA playoffs. We have the mock drafts coming out, and soon it'll be the NFL draft. And I'll dedicate 3 days. That's right, all 3 days to the NFL draft to help provide some coverage and just some insight and just talk about the picks and just really have that casual, conversation back and forth about what teams are doing and what they need to do, who got it right, who got it wrong, all that stuff. But yeah, I mean, this is a great time right here on the channel. Then obviously post-draft, in addition to continuing the NBA draft, I'll be doing some of the, undrafted guys that, got overlooked and stuff like that. I'll be keeping a close eye and posting a lot of content in terms of where those guys ended up at. Let's see, Mike says, I will get even more interested at Final 8. Right now, I'm learning from you, JB, and so oh, yeah, JB's learning from the community as well right now, guys. We are learning from each other at this point. All right, Bulls working around the perimeter. Zach LaVine puts the shot up, and he missed that when Portis Jr. gets the rebound here for Milwaukee. Carter's going to bring it up here, guarded by Zach LaVine here. And so he's going to have it up top. Picked up his dribble, kicks it to Bobby Portis Jr. He has it on the wing, gets it on the block here, posting up, puts the shot up there, and gets it to fall. Milwaukee's just got so many guys that has great height in there, and once they get it inside, they know what to do with it. Bulls have it on the perimeter here. DeRozan's got it. He makes the pass inside, going to kick it out in the corner. Williams for 3 for Chicago. And so that 3 has some arc on it. I'm not going to lie, that had some arc on it, but hey, that's good. Milwaukee won 43-30. I mean, they're up to 43-34. Bounce pass here, gets it to Lopez, and Lopez, it's going to be against him there. So turnover there on Milwaukee. Chicago's going to get the basketball here. 43-34. Here in the second quarter, 4 minutes and 53 seconds to go. Lopez does not agree with the call there. Let's see. Mike says, Coach is very interested. You think they will be taking Evan Neal? If I'm to Houston, Texas, I'm taking Evan Neal first, personally. I feel like he's the best prospect there. Sometimes you just can't overthink it. He's definitely tried and tested. I mean, you think about all the great linemen that come through the SEC, just talking about that alone. Not only that, in practice, he's constantly going up against great competition, and he's more than held his own out there. You could not have done a better job than what Evan Neal did at Alabama. So you come out that highly decorated, in my mind, you're the best one. I mean, other than that, you're probably just overthinking it if you think otherwise at this point. Meanwhile, Holiday gives it to Giannis. Giannis looking to back him up. 2 guys get there. Giannis makes the pass there. BP gives it to Carter. You got Lopez posting up, but they work it other side. Holiday's got it now. Gets it inside, kicks in the corner. Carter for 3. Carter gets the 3. So just like that, Milwaukee up 46-34. We've got a 12-point game here in the second quarter with 4 minutes and 19 seconds to go. The Bulls right now, with about 4 minutes and 15 seconds left to go, they would love to get on a run right now and try to eat down a little bit of these points here. Bounce pass in the corner. Williams has it. He's going to take the jumper. Gets stopped with a fall. All right, he's getting a couple buckets to fall here. 10-point game. Holiday brings it up court. But yeah, as Mike says, will they be taking Evan Neal over Akeem out of North Carolina State? Meanwhile, that's going to be a turnover there. He tried to kick it up court there. Bad decision, Holiday. Gets it down low. That's going to be a foul. Giannis, you can't throw my man to the floor like that. You just can't do it. You can't do it. Again, we got 3 minutes and 42 seconds left to go. A 10-point game right now. 10-point game. You see Portis Jr. and DeRozan talking right now. Let's see, Mike says, Coach, who were some key losses and additions for the Texans? All right, here we go. Chicago inbounds the ball here. DeRozan's going to – I'm sorry, not DeRozan. Caruso's going to bring the ball up here. Going to cross half court right now. DeRozan gets free using that screen right there. Guarded by Holiday. They set a pick for him. 2 guys on him. He gives it to Caruso, kicks it outside. Pass made across court to LaVine. LaVine takes it against Carter, gets inside. Oh, blocked from behind. All right, this time Giannis has it. 3 minutes and 18 seconds to go. 10-point game. Giannis gets inside, does his move, gets it off the glass there. He does that so great. Took a bit of a shot to the face there, but it's a 12-point lead here for Milwaukee. 48-36 with about 3 minutes and 5 seconds to go in the second quarter. All right, you've got Caruso with the basketball here up top. They're going to try to run a screen to get DeRozan the ball here. Up that time, it's going to be a foul there believe they're going to call that one against Holiday there. Personal foul against Holiday. Let's see, Mike says, oh, Bulls got Lonzo Ball. He is no Ron Harper. Let's see, Coach says, Mischief, the real key loss was Justin Reed. That's right, y'all did lose him, but we got Brandon Cooks right back. I was really hoping the Pats would get Brandon Cooks. No lie, I really wanted him. Like, he was at the top of my list in terms of guys that I want, but that's a great guy. And for Davis Mills, you had to keep him. Meanwhile, 3-point shot there for the Chicago Bulls. Okay, 48-39 here. 9-point game, second quarter here, 2 minutes and 45 seconds to go. Holiday has the basketball here up top. Got a screen going. Grayson Allen, he's going to shoot another three here, and he's going to get another three. Okay, so how about Milwaukee right now? Right now, as a team, they currently from the three-point range, they are 9 of 17 from three-point range right now in this one. The score, Milwaukee 51-39. Bounce pass there to Levine. He kicks it in the corner. DeRozan's going to shoot, and he missed that one. Rebound, Giannis. So Milwaukee's going to bring the ball up court here. Crosses half court. 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the second quarter. Giannis guarded by Williams. He has that hesitation there. Makes the pass in the corner. Holiday's going to shoot that one, and he's going to get that one. Okay, so when it rains, it pours. That's exactly what's happening right now for Milwaukee on the road. 54-39. It's a score of 15-point game. But the Bulls with the basketball here. Zach LaVine has it, trying to set the screen for him. He's going to take the three, and he missed that one. Giannis gets the rebound again. 1:50 left to go in the second quarter. And right now, Milwaukee, they're just having their way. Carter has it, and so that's going to be a foul right there. Caruso right now lying down. He's in some pain. Hoping that he is okay. Again, there's 1 minute and 44 seconds left to go in the second quarter, and Milwaukee leads this one 54-39. Let's see. Boston says, yo, what's good? We got Boston Sports here on the scene. What's good with your Boston Sports? How are you doing? And so this has got to be a great week for you. I mean, hey, will your Celtics pull out the broom here for the Nets? You know, I mean, the Nets deserve it. If that's what happens, they deserve it, honestly. But, yeah, such a great time right now for you, especially, I know, with the Celtics and then obviously the draft coming up for the Pats. Let's see, Mike says, best player on the Bulls, JB Nation. And so, DeRozan, well, you can go DeRozan, you can go like Zach LaVine, but they've got some great players there, honestly, some great players for Chicago. And so we all talked about it last year in the offseason, the acquisition of getting DeMar DeRozan. They won that one. Lakers made a massive mistake there getting Russell. We're not going to get too far into that one. You know how I feel about the Lakers there. But honestly, I mean, a guy like Zach LaVine and what he can bring to the team, that you have DeRozan as well. I mean, Bulls, they're up there. But I would go DeRozan. Let's see, Mike says, very, very deep draft, just not quarterback and edge. And so quarterback is a prospect for a lot of these teams right here. It only makes sense for a couple teams, I feel like. Like if you're the Pittsburgh Steelers and you get Malik Willis, that makes sense. Either him or Kenny Pickett. That would make sense for them, especially. I mean, I don't trust Mitchell Trubisky. You can hype him up. I don't trust Mitchell Trubisky. I'll go on record saying that. I just can't trust him until he proves otherwise. And with that being said, if you're Pittsburgh, you're a team that's planning on contending for the playoffs. So I don't expect them to have a top 10 pick next year. So you can go ahead and draft the quarterback if you're them. If the Saints, if the board just plays out that way and quarterback makes sense, then perhaps you do that, because Jameis, I think it's a 1-year answer, 2 years at most. So if you can get someone that you can, develop in that time, that'd be great. Meanwhile, Bulls back in the action here. DeRozan has it. Brings it inside. Gonna lay it off the glass. He missed it there in the putback. No good. So he slammed it down, and Williams gets it on the second attempt for him. All right, 54-41, 13-point game here. 1 minute and 22 seconds left to go here. Carter has it up top for Milwaukee. He makes the pass here. Grayson Allen shoots it. He missed it. Bulls get the rebound. It's 54-41 with 1 minute and 10 seconds to go in the second quarter. DeRozan with the basketball here, looking to set the screen for him. Guarded by Carter. Makes the pass. Gets in the corner. Still has it. Gives the ball up. Nice spin. Puts it up there. And he knew he missed that one. He tried to get it, but Bobby Porter Jr. got the rebound there. All right, so Carter's going to cross half court. There's 50 seconds to go in the second quarter here, guys. So 50 seconds to work with. Gets it up to Grayson Allen. He gets it in there. Off the glass. Okay. I'll tell you what. Allen has been super aggressive with the basketball. He's not hesitating at all to get his shot up there. Meanwhile, DeRozan has it. Tight defense there. They're going to run the screen. My man hits the floor, and quite frankly, you can't be pushing someone in the back. They're not going to let you get away with that. They're not going to let you get away with that. But yeah, I agree with that statement there, Mike. I agree with that. Let's see. Mike says, Edge, you got 3 good. That's it. And so, honestly, when it comes to Edge, it's like you said, I feel like it's really about, as you said, about a good 3 that you take within the first, like 36 picks. After that, you're probably waiting to really about round 4, honestly, before you start considering Edge again. If I'm a team, just, based on how the board, in my mind, how some of these guys should go. But meanwhile, Holiday gets inside, puts it up. He missed it. All right, ball's going to be brought up court here. Zach LaVine has it. There's 18 seconds, just a difference of about 2 seconds between the game clock and the shot clock here. So they can try to run this one out potentially. Works it in the corner. DeRozan has it. Steps back for the 3. Oh, he missed that one. Giannis gets it. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. Heaves it up there. Missed it. And so at the half, Milwaukee leads this one 56-41. We got a 15-point game here at the half. And so Milwaukee, what a second quarter they had. They outscored Chicago 31-19. When you play like that, that means you're playing good defense as well as good offense right there. But hey, Milwaukee, they're hitting a lot of threes right now at a high percentage, 9-19 out there. And so when you play like that and you're getting 22 rebounds, your opponent has 19 rebounds. So you're winning that category right there. Things are looking good for them. And so, but right now, Giannis, he's got 12 points in this one, but he's got some help. BP Jr.'s got 11, and Holiday's got 11 as well there. And not to mention Grayson Allen with 16 points off the bench right there, shooting 6 of 8 out there on the court. Let's see. Boston Sports says, Mike, I think DeRozan. Let's see. Mike says, a great chance to get O-line talent. Let's see. Mike says, Rodman is really getting them reboots 80s. And so, let's see. 80 says, oh, you mean rebounds 80s? And so, let's see. 80 says, yeah, he is, Mike. And so clearly these two are watching. These two are going back in time. Let's see. Old man says, show JB some love and hit that like button if you haven't already. Yeah, definitely appreciate that. Let's see what number we're at right now currently, as we are now right now at halftime, guys. And so I'll be able to catch up on the comment section here, but let's see where we currently stand right now. So right now, we currently have 8 thumbs up here. And so, yeah, let's go ahead and get those thumbs up going right now. But appreciate you guys. And also, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and press that subscribe button, because I'm telling you, it's the perfect time right now to join the channel, as a lot of things are taking place in sports. And so would absolutely appreciate that, old man. Let's see, Mike says, Philly Stars got Brian Scott with the craziest hair. Let's see, old man says, it was Eagles, Packers, Kansas City, and Texans. They have so many picks. And so, yes, they do. Yes, they do. But I think that we can both agree that Kansas City, they're probably going to give up some of those picks to honestly get up earlier and try to get ahead of somebody and draft a receiver of their choice. I expect that Dallas, they'll do so out of, like purely wanting to get the receiver of their choice. But Kansas City, if you want to get one of those receivers, I feel like by the time the Chiefs pick, you're going to be beyond like Dotson. And then after that point right there, you can still get a good receiver, but like in the first round, it's a bit of a reach. So you may want to go ahead and trade up if you are Kansas City and make sure that you can acquire one of those key receivers. Let's see. Mike says, top 5 NBA players in your opinion, JB and JB Nation. And so, yeah. So in terms of top 5, I see what 80's put right there. I can't wait to get to that. And so, that is a very good question right there. In terms of top 5 players right now in the NBA, I would have to say, obviously, we know that Bron's still up there, even though, the Lakers, they falling on their face, but they're still up there. And so you've got Steph up there. Although I know that how they're playing right now, I still have KD up there. But I feel like it's a lot of close competitions up there for top. I'm thinking of guys, and in my mind, I'm like, all right, they're top 10. But those 3, I'm confident in saying like top 5. And so I'm going to need JB Nation to help me out with this one, because a lot of these guys, I'm like, they're like top 10. So but that's tough. That's tough. Let's see. Mike says, Eagles got Hassan Reddick, who is my favorite LB linebacker. Hassan Reddick. Let's see. 80 says, so 80s is going back in time. He's really back in time, guys. He's like Dr. J, Allen Iverson, Charles Barkley. Let's see. Braden says, Mike, are you talking all time or right now? He's talking right now, Braden, but right now, 80s, he's living in the past right now. So 80s is he's turning the clock back right now. So disregard 80s response there. He said, Mike, the question was about current players right now. Let's see. Mike says how many thumbs up we got. And so, yeah, let's see where we are as of right now. Let us see. So as of right now, let's see if we've crossed 10 at least right now. So right now we're currently at, all right, so we're at 9 right now. We're at 9 thumbs up here. So yeah, let's go ahead and get some more thumbs up here going, but appreciate you guys and all the support. Let's see, Mike says, linebackers are so much more rare and hard to find. Good receivers can be found anywhere, like more likely. Lots of good free agents. And so that's coming from a guy who has to find things out there at receiver, not to mention all the other guys that Buffalo have, or at least had last year. So, I mean, as a Patriot fan, I don't think it's that easy to get one, at least not for us. But nah, I get what you're saying, though, Mike. Let's see, Mike says, I predict bad teams will each I predict bad teams will each for quarterbacks, Willis, Pickett, Strong, and another may go in the first. So Mike says he's got Strong. I can see in terms of first round picks, I think for a lock, Malik Willis and Kenny Pickett. But of course, out of desperation, someone may move up and trade up. We know that's a possibility. I can see, Ryder coming from Cincinnati. I can see that being perhaps the next logical one, perhaps. But honestly, I think it should, if we're being just off of where they are right now, it should only be 2, in my opinion. But we know that somebody's going to make a reach and try to make sure they secure their quarterback there. And if you believe in the kid, you believe in the kid, But if the kid doesn't pan out, that's your job. And so you got to understand that. But I think there should only be 2, but we know there's probably going to be at least 3 that get taken. I feel confident in that. But then again, we remember the year that I forget what the draft class year was, but when they had Geno Smith come out, E.J. Manuel, and I believe E.J. Manuel was the only one that was taken by your Buffalo Bills. Big mistake that time. And so, but I think this year could be a year where we see 2 quarterbacks taken in the first round potentially. I think teams understand a lot of these guys can be taken in the second round. And quite frankly, other than maybe Seattle, with a guy like Ryder, perhaps in round 2, I don't know who else you really feel so strongly about to say, hey, we got to go ahead and acquire this guy in round 1. I don't want somebody else to take him. That's good. That could be on the board in round 2 still, because I anticipate Willis and Pickett to already be gone off the board. But it comes down to who you really like at quarterback, honestly. That's what it comes down to. Let's see, Mike says, no, Braden, my bad. Who's the stars now? And so, let's see, Mike says, NBA, too many games. NHL, too many games. Baseball, way too many games. Let's see. Mike says, I think 2015 is when NFL draft went big from Saturday to Thursday primetime event. And so I'll tell you what, though, after the NFL draft, the next major event is going to be obviously with the NFL schedule release. I'll try to do some type of screen for that on that day. Obviously, perhaps once the entire schedule has been released, just to go through it and stuff like that. I'll probably try to do some type of major stream for that one as well. Let's see. Braden says, there are a lot of good players in the NBA, Mike. I don't think I can make a top 5 list. It was a struggle for me. It was really a struggle, because in order to put someone in, you got to take someone out. And to narrow it down to the top 5, that's tough. That's tough. I mean, but then again, I follow football the most. If you ask me for the NFL top 5 players, I can't give you that. I mean, I have to narrow it down position by position, but I can't just off the bat say that, because there's so many things that guys, it's just tough. It's just tough. But I think that's a fair point, Braden. That's a fair point. Let's see. Mike says, not as familiar with Texans. How they go from top team to no good based off Watson is crazy. I mean, you got to remember, Mike, even the last year that Watson played, they did not win a lot of games, despite the fact that Watson went out there and played great for the Texans that year. They still struggled that year. So, I mean, that's why J.J. Watt, afterwards, he's like, I'll just go ahead and go somewhere else, at this point. But call it the curse of Bill O'Brien. I've got no other answer other than just the curse of Bill O'Brien that remains there afterwards. But how do you go from being a top team? Well, maybe it doesn't help to trade away a guy like DeAndre Hopkins and get a flat tire in return. That's basically all they got at that point. But that's probably a big part. I know Watson still had a great, season, but when you make a move like that, guys start to realize you're not serious about winning a Super Bowl at all. So a combination of the coaching, a combination of bad decisions, things like that played a role. Let's see. Mike says Beasley to Pats. You heard it here first. Beasley got Buffalo spite. Let's see. Mike says Aiden Hutchinson. He is that Clowney, that Garrett, that Watts, and that team changing edge. Mike says he's all the above. Pennant for the Jaguars at 1. I go with Josh Allen. If you guys said in your mock, and so hey, I mean, for Jacksonville, I think it is a lock at this point. Aiden Hutchinson, he's been just the number one, on people's boards for there. So I think Aiden Hutchinson, he is that pick there for the Jacksonville Jaguars. And so Jacksonville, hopefully for them, they won't be having the first overall pick again next year. Because, I mean, how many times are they going to have the first pick in a row before enough is enough to start winning? Let's see. Mike says, can we get the 10 thumbs up? That's the question Mike is asking. Can we get the 10 thumbs up here? And let me see where we currently stand right now in terms of thumbs up here. But, yeah, appreciate you guys for coming again right now. We are at the half right now, and the score is Milwaukee leading 56-41. But, again, we're at halftime, so we're not missing any action here. So we're definitely here. And if you're someone that's just new to the channel, but you're maybe not sure what to say, you can go ahead and say if you have a favorite team, regardless of if it's NFL, whether it's NBA, whether it's baseball, hockey, college, doesn't matter. If you've got a favorite team, heck, if you want to mention your high school team, mention that in the comment section as well, guys. It's perfectly fine here. Just want to hear from you guys. That is for sure. But yeah, I think right now we're at 11 thumbs up is what it's showing me right now. So we're at 11. So let's see if we can get to 15. Let's see. Mike says, love your take on Willis to the Saints. I like Winston, but Willis could be a star. And so, all right. So Mike here, even though we went with Kenny Pickett, but he heard the conversation that I had about Malik Willis to the Saints. I personally like that one. I would have loved it if Sean Payton was still there. I feel like if I'm in that draft room and if we still have Sean Payton, I can probably sway them to do that. But I feel like for the Saints, though, it would make a lot of sense because Jameis Winston, in my mind, he can go out there and play the full season, barring injury and all like that. But in Pittsburgh, I feel like if you have Malik Willis behind Mitchell Trubisky and people remember just how bad Mitchell Trubisky really is and he's holding the team back, everybody's going to want to throw Malik Willis in the fire down there in Pittsburgh, and he's not going to be ready perhaps as early as people are going to want him to be ready. I'm just saying once the season starts happening, they're going to be like, how's Willis doing? We're here at week 7, week 8. We've only won about 3-4 games. Can we get them in there? We're losing some close games here, something like that. So that's my take on that one. Kenny Pickett, if you draft him with the Steelers, I think Kenny Pickett beats out Mitchell Trubisky by the time we reach the end of the preseason. He starts probably, if not by game 1, at least by game 4. Kenny Pickett's in the lineup because people see just how bad Mitchell Trubisky really is. But that's my take on it. Let's see. Mike says, is Willis better than Darnold? Of course, but he needs half a year to develop, or Carolina needs to finish building the offensive line. Yeah, if I should stand up there myself. If I see Malik Willis get taken by the Carolina Panthers, that's it. I will fire the GM and the head coach myself because they made a mistake. And you just brought this kid into a bad situation. Who's he gonna throw the ball to? Huh? Robbie, I dropped the ball. Anderson. Who's he gonna throw the ball to? And then Sam Darnold's not gonna hold nobody off. Nobody at all. them ghosts, they're inside his head permanently at this time. He's not just seeing ghosts, he's listening and taking their advice on who to throw the ball to. And they're leading him astray. So I'm Richard there. Let's see. Old man says JB halftime show. Yeah, let me get through some more comments here. Let's see. Mike says the drop off after David Locke is huge. You're not talking game changer. So you've got Walker, Travon Walker, as well out of Georgia. I feel like he's still up there in terms of top 10. So I feel like, yeah, but those 3 right there, those are your tier 1. Those are your tier 1. Let's see. Mike says, thank you, Boston. Let's see. Mike says, Travon Walker is my number 2, but he is like Bill's current player. First round 2016, but much better and quicker. Go Walker. Mike likes that, and I like it as well. Let's see. Alexis says, do you want to know my mock draft? Absolutely, Alexis. Absolutely. Would certainly want to know your mock draft. Do you have one specific for the Eagles, or do you have one for perhaps like the entire NFL, like the first round? Either way, want to see it for sure. Let's see. Mike says Panthers desperately want to trade back from 6. So many needs, but no 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and maybe 5th. And so, yeah, for Carolina, offensive line is certainly something that must be addressed. It must be addressed for this team. But the problem is Sam Darnold's just so bad. You can't fool anybody into buying season tickets with a guy that's that bad and stuff like that. And so, if you're Carolina, out of pure desperation, And I say that with all seriousness, out of pure desperation. You may end up considering if the Browns ever lower their asking price to that 6, to what Baker really should be in terms of value and stuff like that. Do you trade maybe a 5th-round pick for him or something like that? Maybe that's what you do, because Sam Darnold is just that bad. He's that bad. He's really that bad. Like, this is no exaggeration. It's really just that bad. Let's see. Mike says, who would you want to hop to 6? I know in terms of, like, obviously, if I'm as a GM, I wouldn't do it, but I know that Dallas, they've mentioned that they would love to go up there and get us a big time player if they saw one that they liked. And I know at number 6, they love receivers. So at number 6, there's a lot of guys on that board that you can go up for. I think it would be an overpay if I'm them, but that's probably a team that you would consider there. I would love to see Kansas City probably not get as high as 6, Mike. I can't see too many teams getting as high as 6, but I feel like if I'm Carolina, I'm trying to trade back. If I'm Seattle, I'm trying to trade back. Like some of those teams right there, there's teams that need to trade back, but in terms of teams that can trade up, it doesn't make a lot of sense for them to trade up. Let's see, Mike says, I think Pippen and Luke Longley are playing well. Well, clearly not that well if the Bulls are losing right now. Let's see. Old man says, Mike, that's the problem with this draft. After the top 5, there's not a guy to trade up for. If there's a top tier quarterback, after, a lot of teams will be trading back. And so, I mean, you're right. You're right about that. That's the reality right now of the NFL draft. That's what makes this year's draft so unique. And not to mention, there's a lot of guys that are very close, but they're like that 2nd round, 3rd round, 4th round-ish type of thing. So it comes down to who you like best and stuff like that. So this year we're going to see a lot. And you know why? The NFL draft is going to be so interesting because of all the big time trades that we saw take place this year. That drastically changed the landscape of the NFL. And now a lot of teams ended up with a lot of draft picks in terms of compensation for those big time trades. And so we're like, well, they got a lot of holes, or they need to do this. It's just a lot of things. But quite frankly, this is not the year to have to take a quarterback unless you really believe in a kid and you see something that I just don't see in terms of these kids in the draft here. For, beyond the Willis and Pickett. All right, but we're back to the 3rd quarter here. And so Milwaukee up 56-41. Meanwhile, the Bulls shoot a 3. Missed that one badly. All right, Giannis gets the rebound here. Going to bring it up court. Let's see, Mike says, go get Will Fuller, our free agent. Bill Belichick just cheap. And so, hey, Bill's thinking about next year. Unlike most coaches, Bill can set the team up for the following year. Next year, free agency, Bill's going to kill it in terms of just going out there, being aggressive, because he's going to have the cap to do so. So he's not going to franchise next year, that free agency there for this year when he doesn't feel the team will be at the point to compete for a Super Bowl. Let's see, Mike says, refresh me on who you guys had taken. The Lions taking number 2. So, yeah, with the 2nd pick, we had Thibodeaux out of Oregon being selected by Detroit in the 2nd pick. That's what we had for the Lions. I know the Lions aren't in love with him, but between him and Walker, ultimately we went with Thibodeaux there at number 2. At some point, you have to go with the best player there. So that's what we did. All right, but Giannis at the free throw line here. Got one to fall. Let's see, 2nd free throw attempt is up. Missed the 2nd one, but they get the rebound here. Kicks it out in the corner. Portis Jr. for 3. Gets it to fall. 60-41. Let's go. And so Zach LaVine has it, lowered his shoulder there. I mean, there are running backs envious of the way that he just trucked Bobby Portis Jr. that time. Holiday shoots it from way downtown, and he gets it to fall. Call a timeout, coach. Call a timeout. Something's got to be said here. 63-41. I know the 3rd quarter just started, but you can't have it playing out like this. Meanwhile, Chicago gets it in the corner here. Going to try to post up. Kicks it out. DeRozan makes the pass there. Zach LaVine goes inside. He missed it. Oh, there's going to be a foul call. Going to be a foul here. So we're going to get some free throws here for Zach LaVine. Let's see. Mike says, whose career are Jets going to wreck at number 4? I think Derek Stingley Jr., and I'm not going to call it a wreck. I think that he's going to be a great addition for the Jets. Ultimately, a lot of people, think, they could go Garner there, but personally, the Jets, they like things that have star power. They like shiny things, that catches their attention. And so you get a guy like Stingley Jr. and all that. And just thinking about the potential, they'll draft him off of that alone. And so they will. For them, the choice will be simple to take him at cornerback first. Braden says, JB, did you hear about Kadarius Toney wanting to be traded? Yeah, I did see that. And then I also seen him on Twitter say, if you believe everything that you see, that makes you gullible and all that stuff. But you know what they say, when there's smoke, there's fire. But I did see that. All right, here we go. Giannis wits it. Takes that jumper, short on the jumper there. DeRozan gets the rebound. He's going to bring it up there against a 20-point game right now in the third quarter. Zach LaVine gets it, kicks it in the corner for 3. And that's going to be missed right there. All right. The Bucks get the rebound. Holiday has it. Guarded by LaVine here. Makes the pass. BP has it. Going to get a foul called here. Let's see. Mike says top 5 NFL. Allen, Diggs, Brady, Donald, and Von Miller are Gabriel Davis. See a lot of Buffalo Bill guys up there. I'm surprised you went outside of Buffalo for any of those picks right there, Mike. Let's see. Braden says, I could give you my top 5 NBA players position for position, but not top 5 in the league. I feel like the same. Meanwhile, that shot right there missed by the Bulls. Rebound Giannis right now. He's bringing it across half court. And so Giannis turns on the Jets there. Gets the shot up there. It's not going to matter there, but it's going to go to the free throw line here. Let's see. Mike says USFL are good to do too, because not too many people covering it, but lots of people looking. And so, yeah, absolutely. I mean, you're right about that, Mike. But obviously, I wanted yesterday to be, because I feel like since yesterday I did the mock draft, and so maybe next Saturday I'm thinking it'll probably be a good time for me to cover the USFL for the first game. So I'm probably going to aim for that in terms of next week Saturday and stuff like that to do that. I feel like that'd be a good time there, and I'll see how that goes in terms of just how the views go off of that one. If it goes great, then I'll probably make Saturdays dedicated to the USFL and then just do playoffs every other day, basically, with the exception being Friday, just take that day off. Meanwhile, Giannis goes inside, nice spin, and he finished it there, 65-43. Here in the third quarter, 9 minutes and 29 seconds to go in the third quarter, and Milwaukee hosting a 22-point lead right now. But the Bulls have it. Zach LaVine makes the pass to Williams. Williams is going to shoot the 3. Williams is going to make the 3. Again, I like the arc that he has on his shots. And so 65-46. Holiday with it. Giannis sets the screen. Going to make the pass in the corner there. It's going to be a foul called here. Let's see. Mike says Willis will be best quarterback, but I don't want him there. Not as well put together the Steelers. And so, all right, so Mike is saying he's the better quarterback long-term, but he does not want to see him go to the Saints. He wants to see him go to the Steelers there. And so, I mean, I feel like that I personally would love to see him go to the Saints. I mean, either way, the Saints or the Steelers, those are good 2 destinations, the 2 best places for him to go at. So as long as it's one of those 2 teams, either way, I'm happy for the kid there. Somebody's dream is coming true, and they're getting a guy with high character. And so we'll see how long his development takes, but that'll be great for them. Meanwhile, 3-point shot goes up. Missed that one. Kicks it out. Gets it inside to Giannis. Euro steps. Ball gets ripped. Chicago kicks it up court here, and they're going to try to get the basket there. Missed that one, but the foul called there. Let's see, Eddie says, Mike, great list. Let's see, Mike says, don't get me started with Robbie, I think, but talk trash about everyone. Let's see, Mike says, Darnold arm can't make the throws. Can Baker, arm strength-wise? And so, I mean, he can make the throws. It's just the accuracy, though. That accuracy ain't there, but I get it. He was hurt last year. So if Baker comes back fully healthy, he's going to have a chip on his shoulder and all like that. It's just a matter of in that scenario, can Christian McCaffrey stay healthy? If Christian McCaffrey stays healthy and stuff like that, they're going to have to rely on him until that health gives out again. So they got to make sure that they acquire someone in the draft. I know they drafted someone last year. I know that's the case there. But if I'm Carolina there, you got to make sure that you don't put the workload all on Christian McCaffrey. You got him doing too much. He's clearly falling apart out there. You've got to deviate some of the workload there. And anyone would be better than Sam Darnold right now at this point. Sam Darnold should not be a starting quarterback in the NFL. Meanwhile, there's a foul right there, so we're gonna, and that's Chicago with the basketball right now, down by 17. They're down by 17 right now, 65-48. Let's see. Mike says, if I'm Panthers, I'm outie with Cowboys. All right, here we go. Looking to inbound the ball here for Chicago. Screens being set here. DeRozan gets it up top here. Gets inside, kicks it in the corner for three. Gets that one to fall. All right, 65-51. Chicago on an 8-0 run in the last minute and 30 seconds, but they got to keep it going. Meanwhile, Milwaukee has it. Shoots the three, Holiday, and he missed that one. Bulls get the rebound here. Zach LaVine has it. Again, we're here in the third quarter with 7 minutes and 52 seconds to go in the third. Gets it inside, kicks it out in the corner for three, and gets that one to fall. You need a guy that can get you that shot right there in the corner. He's doing a tremendous job here. Chicago extends this to an 11-0 run in the last 2 minutes here. But there's going to be a timeout called here by Milwaukee, and they're up 65-54. So now it's just an 11-point lead here for Milwaukee. We saw a lot of leads here in the playoff disappear. So we'll see if Chicago has something in store for us here. They're at home, and the more that they make these shots, the more they'll feed off the crowd. Let's see. Mike says Bills need Booth, and so let's see. Braden says, got to go, JB. See you next stream. I will check out your mock draft. Appreciate that, Braden. Thank you so much for coming through. And, yeah, looking forward to seeing you next time. Let's see. Mike says, I personally want Bills to trade back, need cornerback, O-line, running back. And so, yeah, I mean, hey, they definitely need that. But I feel like at that point right there, they can get Andrew Booth Jr. The more I think about it. And if not him, they can get Elam out of Florida. So one of those two guys I feel like is going to be there for Buffalo at cornerback. So if I'm them, take that with the first. And then in the second round, you know, if you want to, there's going to be some linebackers you can get in the second or third round, I feel like. So if you want, but honestly, second round, if you get to choose between, you know, whether it's Reese Hall or whether it's Kenneth Walker the third, me personally, Kenneth Walker the third, then you take your running back of your choice. And then in the third round, you can get that. I feel like you can get all your needs there that you need. Honestly, in this draft, maybe you trade up, you know, and get another second round pick or something like that. But there's a lot of ways to work that. As the old man says, after thinking it over and seeing a lot of rumors, Walker could go number one. And then Dougie P spoke highly of him. And so, I mean, there's a lot of conversations being said. Remember, at this point last year, think about where we were a year ago before the draft. When we were talking about, and again, right now, if anybody's tuning in, we're at the commercial right now. The Bulls called a full timeout, so we're not missing anything here. But in terms of the conversation last year heading to the draft was primarily around the 49ers and who were they going to take. At this point, many people believe that Mac Jones was going to be a possibility for the 49ers at that pick, you know, whether it was going to be him, whether it was going to be potentially Justin Fields there. And so at this point, most of the chatter was people starting to believe that the 49ers were in love with Mac Jones. And so the 49ers, they just sit back and said, oh, that's the rumor. So we'll just roll with it. We'll roll with it. But they knew Trey Lance was going to be their guy. Oh, hold on. I think I didn't finish the rest of that comment there. Let's see. Mike says, outside linebacker is so rare. He says, Lindy, I'm support my favorite draft. That has David Ojabo, Michigan, only first. If Bills got a good outside linebacker would be great. And so that would be good. As the old man says, I still say Patriots over them. Offer them a 2023 fourth and a kill for Tony. And so let's see. Mike says, where is the Zion guy? And so you mean Zion? Wait, are you talking like NBA? Are you talking Zion Johnson, Boston College here? We're talking about both sports here. So let's see. Mike says the Birmingham is big. They do not have an NFL team, and fans get pumped. I think if it's prime time, third week in a row. And so yeah, actually, I was in Birmingham for a little bit after graduate school when I was working with UAB. I'm in the ticket sales department, fresh out of graduate school, and while I was actually finishing up my graduate school and stuff like that. So yes, they love them some football and stuff like that, because that was right around the time that UAB had their best season too. And so yeah, that was a great time right there. So they love them some football. That they do. Mike says, old man Trevor may be better. Let's see. Mike says, no, I wrote it wrong. I want Willis to the Saints. And so, okay, so you do want Willis to the Saints there. Okay. Gotcha. And so I'm right there with you. I mean, personally, I can see why it makes sense for the Steelers, but personally, Mitchell Trubisky's going to do so bad at the point to where, and by bad, I mean, he's just not going to give you nothing. Like, you know, like if you win the game, it won't be because of him and all like that. It's just, you know, he's not going to provide much. So fans are going to want to see a spark. They're going to be like, this team could be better if we had a quarterback that was doing like all these other quarterbacks in the AFC throwing the ball. So Steelers fans are going to get antsy at some point during the season. And so, But the Saints, Jameis, he will hold it down. And that defense, they were great last year. So if they can play at that level again this year, then that's great. You got 2 first, so you go ahead and take a receiver and stuff like that. It'll be great. It'll be great. It'll be great. Here we go, guys. Giannis here at the free throw line. All right, he hits that one, and so Milwaukee's up 68-54. 14-point game in the third quarter with 7 minutes and 28 seconds to go. DeRozan with the basketball here up top. He makes the pass to Williams. Williams gives it to Levine. Levine has it, steps back, goes in again, kicks in the corner. Williams for 3. Gets that one to fall. My goodness. Talk about getting hot from outside. That is exactly what Chicago is doing right now, and they needed it. 68-57, an 11-point game. Giannis has it. Makes the bounce pass. Gives it up for 3. Missed that one. But anyways, it's going to be a foul anyways there. So ball's going the other way. Let's see. Mike says, no, okay, I already read that one. Again, I apologize. I'm a little bit behind here on the comments, guys, but I think I'm almost catching up. Meanwhile, DeRozan's going to cross half court here, sets the screen, takes the jumper, and makes the jumper. 68-59. We got a 9-point game now in the third quarter with 6 minutes and 48 seconds to go. Let's see, Mike says, you know how Allen throws 60-yard straight darts with perfection with a flick of the wrist? Donald can't throw a dart 30 yards with baseball full windup. And so, man, I'm a little glad that the Sports Blitz isn't here to hear you talk about his Carolina Panthers like that. That's his guy. Meanwhile, DeRozan, that's going to be a foul. Mike says, right 80s, top 5 list, not that hard. Let's see. Mike says 12 thumbs up. So we're at 12 thumbs up here. Let's see if we can get to 20 thumbs up, guys. I know we can do it, guys. Let's see if we can reach 20 thumbs up here. So make sure if you haven't done it already that you do press the thumbs up button, and also subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. It is fun to be a part of this community here. We love talking a lot of sports, primarily football, basketball, whether we're talking college, professional, either way, we love to talk sports here on this channel. Let's see, Mike says it's Birmingham, biggest town, city in Alabama. So, yeah, everything goes through Birmingham when it comes to that. And so, I mean, my goodness. Like, if you ask me between living in Atlanta, living in Miami, and living in Birmingham, which traffic I felt was the worst, I felt the pain more in Birmingham, quite frankly, because every single place goes through Birmingham in that town. Whether you're trying to get to Auburn, regardless of where you're trying to go, it's just everybody comes through there. So during the same hours for work, and it is chaotic. I absolutely hated it. That's why I moved out as soon as I could. It was the worst traffic I experienced. Going down the road, going down the block was terrible. And so it was awful. Meanwhile, Bulls missed that one. All right, Giannis has it right now. He's at the 3-point line here. Guarded by Levine. All right, they switch it up. DeRozan's on him. Gets inside. Tried to just purely out-muscle him inside. Let's see. All right, so here we go. Giannis gets it inside, puts it up, and gets that one. So he just muscled his way in there. Again, both teams are in the bonus right now. But let's see. But in terms of that previous question, though, Mike, I believe is it Huntsville, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it's Huntsville, if I'm not mistaken, in terms of the biggest. Let's see. Giannis gets inside, kicks it out for 3, and they get that one to fall. So we're back to a 15-point game like that. 75-60 here in the third quarter with 5 minutes and 12 seconds left to go. And we're going to get a full timeout called by the Chicago Bulls right now, with it being a 15-point game. Again, 75-60. Milwaukee Bucks leading this one, just as they lead the series in this one, 2-1. Let's see. Mike says, do you Pat fans want Sony Michel back? That's a hard no, Mike. That's a hard no. Hard no. You said he had good stats last year. My man disappeared out there. Matter of fact, let me look up real quick just for you, Mike, his stats and what he did last year. But that is a heck no right there, as much as YouTube will let me say. But Sony, he went back to being, I think, like the third string option once Cam Akers came back. him, Darrell Henderson right there. So, yeah, they traded for him to come in and be a workhorse, realized he could not be that guy, so they went elsewhere. So, no, no. 80 says JB needs 100 thumbs up here. And so I didn't say it, but when 80 speaks, we listen. And so if we could ever reach that one day, that would be outstanding to reach 100 thumbs up. That would be outstanding right there. Let's see. Old man says, nah, I'd rather us draft Cook or Haskins. And so, yeah, Hassan Haskins, I would love to have that happen later in the draft here for us. Let's see. Mike says, no offense to Blitz, but Darnold arm is weak. And so his arm is weak, and his mentality in the pocket once he gets hit is even weaker. He's the complete opposite of Joe Burrow. If you want to put quarterbacks side by side and say, who's your counter off, like who's the opposite of him, you put Joe Burrow. We saw how he did in the pocket for as long as he could and all like that. He got the Bengals to the Super Bowl with no offensive line. That's a testament of itself. Sam Darnold's the opposite. He's the opposite. And so let's see. Coach says Sam Darnold cannot throw a wet paper bag. And so let's see. Mike says, my bad, JB did not know. Let's see. Mike says, not a fan of using first on a running back. That's why you see in this year's mock draft, I did not take one in the first. I mean, after seeing how Kansas City failed, I feel like with Clyde Edwards-Helaire in that first round, they're not getting the value that you get from a first-round pick. And then looking back, even, more than a decade ago, a lot of those first-round picks that were taken, I think back to when the Colts had Peyton Manning. Joseph Adai, he did okay for a while before he flamed out. Patriots, Lawrence Maroney did okay before he flamed out. But you're not getting the impact. I feel like you get real impact when you take a guy in that second to third round and all like that. So, unless you're drafting a guy that you know for sure is going to come out and be an Adrian Peterson or something like that. That's the last time I think of a first-round pick. I'm like, okay, if I was the Vikings and had to do it again, I'd do it again. But outside of that, most of these guys, nah. Most of these guys, no. Like second round at earliest. And even then, if I'm the GM, everybody's like, take the running back, take the run. I'm like, there's so many guys on the board we can take. Sure. If you guys feel that confident about them, sure. But for me, I'm more comfortable now in the third round taking a running back at this point, or just finding good value late in the draft. The 49ers, how they go about getting running backs, I love how they go about it. Seeing what the Pats did last couple of years as well, I love that as well. So me taking a running back in the first or second, that's most likely not happening for me. It's just not happening. But I finally caught up with all the comments, guys. Apologize it took me so long to get through them, guys. But we have ourselves a good game here that's been going back and forth. I know right now it's a 15-point game here, but Chicago, they've shown that they can go on some runs here. And we've seen in the playoffs plenty of teams chase down leads here. Right now it's a 15-point game, but let's get things back on the way. Chicago inbounds the ball here. They're going to bring the ball up here. A little bit of pressure full court here. Zach LaVine has it guarded by Carter. He still has it. Gets the ball up to DeRozan. So DeRozan, he has it up top here. And again, got a couple guys spread out here. Pump fakes. Decides to take the jumper there. Going to miss that when Giannis gets the rebound here. Going to bring it up court himself. And again, there's 4 minutes and 50 seconds to go. Down to 7-0 run the last minute and 40 seconds to go. Giannis gets it inside there. Puts it up there. Going to draw the foul. Let's see. Old man says it's rumored Jets are willing to trade 10th pick for Deebo Samuel. Might be willing to add a day 2 or day 3 pick. Make no mistake about it. The Jets, if in fact Deebo Samuel is going to get traded, the Jets are going to be up there in that conversation. It just makes a lot of sense because we've seen how aggressive they are. They have not hidden the fact that they want a wide receiver 1 so badly. They're willing to trade whatever you want, basically, to make that happen. Let's see. Mike says Breece Hall goes down easy at contact. Good McKinnon type relieving running back. Bills need Bills need a throw. They need to throw an offensive line guy, but faster than Turtle. And so, like Brian Robinson, Alabama, or Isaiah Spiller if he drops. Now, what do you consider a drop for Isaiah Spiller right there? Because I feel like the range of his starting starts like maybe round 3 potentially for him or something like that. I could see that being the case. But let me know, what is a drop considered for you in terms of Isaiah Spiller? All right, Giannis at the free throw line again here. All right, he gets that one. The final score right now, 77-60. 17-point game here in the third quarter, about 4 minutes and 45 seconds to go in the third. Let's see, Coach says I'm about to do some mock drafts and post them like I did the Raiders last night. And so which teams are you going to cover this time? All right, Chicago missed out. And so again, Milwaukee's up 77-60 right now. 17-point lead. Giannis has it. Makes the pass to Carter. Carter puts it up, and he missed that one. DeRozan gets the rebound here for the Bulls. Going to bring it up court. Looking to set the screen for him. Bounce pass. Levine gets it. Kicks it in the corner. He kicks it back up top. DeRozan kicks it in the other corner here. And, oh, he missed that one. All right, Giannis is going to bring the ball up court here with 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Mike says that he likes turtles, so let's see. Mike says, oh, good solution, coach. Let's see. Eddie says, oh, yeah. Let's see. Coach says, every squad. So, okay, so you're doing so an entire mock draft there. Okay, bet. So definitely got to check those out for sure. That's a nice block right there by Giannis. A great block right there. And I love the intensity that Giannis plays with there. He rises to the occasion. I mean, you remember the things that were being said about him last year. You know, there's so much pressure on him, but he still rose up there, and they found a way to win a championship, and he did it his way. That's what you got to love about him. He did it his way. Well, here we go. Zach LaVine right now at the free throw line here. Free throw goes up, and he gets that one to fall. All right, so 79-63 is the score right now here in the third quarter with 3 minutes and 45 seconds to go. Zach LaVine, he's got 17 points so far in this one, 6 of 14 shooting and 10 assists for Chicago. The Bucks right now, they're going to call a timeout. They're going to call a timeout here. It's a full timeout here in the third quarter with 3 minutes and 43 seconds to go. And so just to recap so far, the scoring so far in this one, for the Milwaukee Bucks, they are 30 of 58 out there, so shooting a pretty good percentage as a team. 12 of 24 from three-point range out there. Drew Holiday, he's 4 of 6 right now from the three-point line. And Grayson Allen, he is 5 of 6 as well. You know, Allen, he's got 19 points in this one. Giannis, he's got 24 points. Portis Jr., he's got 14 points. And Holiday's got 14 points as well in this one. Meanwhile, for the Bulls, as a team, they are 24 of 60 out there. 9 of 26 from three-point range. 6 of 7 from the free throw line here. Then you've got, Williams got 15 points here. He is currently 3 of 4 from three-point range here. And then you look around and you see LaVine. He's got 17 points here. I mentioned 10 assists along with that. Caruso has no points here, but he's got 4 assists in this one. And DeRozan's got 9 points also in this one as well. And again, right now, we're currently at the commercial right now. All right, we're getting ready to come back from the commercial here. And let me see where we are right now in terms of how many thumbs ups we have right now. Meanwhile, Milwaukee's getting ready to inbound the ball. I see we're at 12 thumbs up right now, so let's see if we can reach 20 before this is all said and done. Allen gives it up to Giannis. Giannis has it up top. Gets inside. Puts it up. It's going to be a foul. So Giannis will be getting some free throws here. And again, we're here in the third quarter. The score right now is Milwaukee 79. And you've got Chicago 63. Giannis right now at the free throw line here. Let's see how he does at the free throw line. All right, free throw attempts going up. And all right, he gets that one to fall. Okay, 80-63. All right, getting ready for the second free throw attempt right now. All right, he missed that one. So the Bulls get the rebound here. DeRozan's going to bring it up court here for Chicago. LaVine has it. Guarded by Carter right now. Makes the pass clear cross court here. Three-point shot is up. Missed that one. They get the rebound. A great rebound by Green to get the rebound and put it up there. 80-65 right now in the third quarter with about 3 minutes and 5 seconds to go. But Carter with the basketball right now from Milwaukee. He kicks it out to Allen. I think they're going to call that on Giannis. They're going to call that on you every time right there, Giannis. Let's see. Mike says he would be a huge fan of Spiller in the third. And so that would not be a bad pick at all right there, Mike. That would not be a bad pick at all. So far, Giannis, he's got 25 points and 10 rebounds, but he picked up his third foul. So he'll be sitting down for a minute. Bulls getting ready to inbound the ball here in the third quarter with 3 minutes to go. Again, right now, Milwaukee leads this one 80-65, and both teams currently right now in the bonus. Zach LaVine crosses half court here. Trying to make the pass. There's going to be a turnover. And so Milwaukee gets the basketball here. Holiday's going to bring it up court right now. Crosses half court here, guarded by DeRozan. Behind the back there, puts the jumper up, and they're going to call Lopez here for the foul. Lopez doesn't like it, but they're going to call him for it. Let's see. Mike says, now knowing Singletary and Moss, who would be an upgrade once Kenneth Walker and Breece Hall are gone? Who would bust through line but faster? And so, yeah, bust through line in terms of if those guys were gone and stuff like that. And aside from those two, most of the guys that I like, like there's Kyrie Williams and stuff like that. Those are guys that I feel like you can get later on beyond, like after that third round there, honestly. And so most of the guys that I've kept my eyes on, they're like at the very end, like day 3 type of picks is what I've been looking at in terms of running backs. I feel like there's a lot of value at that spot right there. Meanwhile, 3-point shot goes up for the Bulls, and 3-point shot goes in right there. I'm sorry, that wasn't for the Bulls. That was Milwaukee. They're going to give them 2, though. They're going to give them 2. All right, now the Bulls have it here. DeRozan on the wing, gets it to the block, puts it up there, draws the foul there. That's going to be some free throws right there. Again, this is the third quarter with 1 minute and 52 seconds to go, and Milwaukee leads this one 82-65. Let's see, Mike says, T.Y. Hilton wants back in, so does Earl Thomas. And so I did see a lot of those reports about Earl Thomas wanting to return and stuff like that. At this point, though, I don't see that happening. Let's see, Mike says, just want upgrade over Singletary, JB. And so I feel your pain. There. I really do. And I certainly understand it. That's why that's why in my mind, Buffalo's the team that ends up taking Kenneth Walker the third. I feel like that's pretty much going to be a lock. Kind of like how last year coming to the draft, I felt like the Steelers were going to end up taking Najee Harris there, that was going to be a lock. And so I feel like it just makes too much sense for it not to happen. It makes the most sense for him to end up being a Buffalo Bill. Meanwhile, Grayson Allen being aggressive, still in this one, got in close there, got the basket, and now he's going to go to the free throw line. Again, Milwaukee up right now, 84-67. Free throw attempt right now. Grayson Allen from Milwaukee goes up, and that is good. All right, 85-67 right now is the score here in the third quarter with about 1 minute and 38 seconds to go in the third. Bulls bring the ball up. Going to cross half court here. Guarded by Allen. He's got 22 points here, 8 of 10 out there shooting, 5 of 6 from three-point range. That's right, 5 of 6 from downtown. DeRozan gets it. He takes the shot. He makes the shot. All right, 85-69. 16-point game. 1 minute and 15 to go in the third quarter. Holiday has it. Steps back for 3. Missed it. Bulls get the rebound here. Zach LaVine kicks it up court. DeRozan has it. He's guarded by Holiday. Going to set the screen for him. Gives it back to LaVine. Guarded by Carter. He makes the pass. Bounce pass to White. White goes up with it off the glass. Missed it. They tried to tip it in there. Oh, too short on that. Milwaukee gets the ball here. Up at the Bulls. Get it back. lot of passes here, gets it inside, goes up with it, gets the shot plus the foul. So Zach LaVine doing work here for Chicago, doing all that he can right now. He's got 19 points so far in this one. Let's see. Mike says Bills at 25. You think he would be there? I don't think he would be. I think you can get him in the second round, Mike. I honestly feel like nobody's going to end up taking a back in the first round. There's just too many needs at wide receiver. Teams are going to be looking up to get that. And so I know Kansas City, that's someone that you're thinking, will the Chiefs take one and all like that? It would be tempting, but if they do take one, it'll probably be Breece Hall, and honestly, if they do take one, but I don't think that they should take a running back there. Now, whether or not they will or not, that's on them. But I think the Bills can get him with that second round pick without having to move up to get him. I just feel like it can play out that way. All right, so Milwaukee's going to cross half court here. They lead this one 85-72 here. There's 38 seconds to go in the third quarter. They get it down the block. Holiday puts it up. Holiday gets that in the fall. Look at 87-72 here. Let's see, Mike says, wow, okay, Kenneth Walker in a second. That would be amazing. And so, yeah, in my mind, Kenneth Walker should be there in the second round by the time Buffalo gets back up there on the clock there, because quite frankly, everybody in the first round is going to be all about the receivers there, some old linemen. Second round is going to be a lot of linebackers, corners, and stuff like that. Some old linemen, throw them in there as well. And so teams that need running backs, that there's a lot of depth there at running back as well, and so teams are starting to learn that running back by committee. And so I think the Bills can get him at that second round there. If I'm the Bills GM, I'm willing to take that chance that he'll be there in the second round. And so Mike says pick 57 out of 260. And again, right now the score is Milwaukee 87 and Chicago 72 with 17.6 seconds left to go. We've got DeMar DeRozan right now. Oh, you see Giannis right now getting checked in. But yeah, DeRozan right now at the free throw line. DeRozan has 14 points so far in this one. Free throw attempt goes up and gets that one to fall. All right, 87-74 right now. 13-point lead here for the Milwaukee Bucks. They got quite a few guys right now that's in foul trouble. Got to be careful. Lopez has 5, Carter has 4, Holiday has 4, and Giannis has 3. Giannis with the ball up top here. See if they offer the last final shot here. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Kicks it out to Allen. He's going to shoot the 3. He's going to make the 3. 90-74. Big time shot right there. I get the attention that Giannis commands and all like that, and he made the perfect pass at the right time. But how could you forget about Grayson Allen, the way he's been shooting and playing in this game right there? That is a mistake that was made defensively right there. But we're at the end of the third quarter right now. And at the end of the third quarter, Milwaukee leads this one 90-74 right now. A 16-point game here, Milwaukee over the Bulls. And hey, Chicago right now, you're down by 16. You're down in the series 2-1. You don't want to go down 3-1 if you're Chicago. So you've got to bring your best quarter here. I've seen a couple teams lose games in the fourth quarter single-handedly after having a big lead. Brooklyn, I'm looking at you. But so we'll see if Milwaukee can keep doing what they've done so far in this one. But so far, they've won every single quarter, outscoring Chicago in every single quarter so far in this one. First quarter, they outscored them 25-22. Second quarter, outscored them 31-19. And this past quarter, they outscored them 34-33. So we'll see what happens here in the fourth quarter. But again, just looking so far for the Milwaukee Bucks, I mean, Giannis, breaking down what he's done so far in this one, he's got 25 points, 9 of 16, and he's 7 of 10 at the free throw line. So good right there for Giannis, 70%. We will gladly take that. He's got 10 rebounds in this one, 2 blocks as well, 5 assists. And so his plus minus is plus 10, 7 of 9 of 16 out there on the court. And then you look at a guy like off the bench like Grayson Allen. He got you 25 points right now. 25 points. He is 6 of 7 from three-point range. This is where the coach said, y'all find Allen out there at the three. Just give him the ball. He's out there balling right now. 9 of 11 out there in the court. He just has the hot hand. And, Milwaukee, they will gladly ride that. But he's not alone. Jrue Holiday, he's got 18 points, 4 of 7 from three-point shooting, 7 of 14 out there in the court. Bobby Portis Jr., he's 6 of 10 out there in the court. He's got you 14 points as well. So those are the 4 players right now from Milwaukee that is carrying the load offensively out there for them. Again, as a team, they're 34 of 63 out there on the court. 13 of 26 from three-point range in this one as well. Meanwhile, for the Chicago Bulls, as a team, they're 27 of 68. You've got Williams with 15 points here. DeMar DeRozan, he's got 15 points here. But Zach LaVine, he's got you 20 points. He's got you 10 assists here. And so he's a good way to get this offense going there. But, yeah, I mean, quite frankly, those are some of the guys that's holding this game afloat right now. But they need more. They need more right now. They've gotten 0 points from Caruso so far in this one. He has 0 points here, 0 for 1 out there in terms of field goal attempts. But yes, we've got 1 quarter remaining in this one, guys. And so are we saying that the Bucks are going to win, or does anybody believe that Chicago is going to win right now? Now's the perfect time to let me know. But again, we are still right now currently at the commercial right now. Oh, man, seeing these commercials right now, KFC, that sounds real good right now. That sounds really good. All right, I see that we're at 14 thumbs up right now, so I like it. Let's see. Can we reach 20, guys? That is going to be the ultimate goal right here for this stream. We reach 20. I will definitely be happy with that right there, but appreciate you guys for coming through and showing support. Meanwhile, Grayson Allen has it. Puts the shot up there, gets it to fall. Grayson Allen, my goodness, 92-74. Bulls cross half court here. Couple backside screens trying to be set there, but he goes inside there, aggressive with it. Gets that one to fall, okay. Meanwhile, Giannis going to cross half court here. Gives it up. Couple screens being ran there. Gets it back to Giannis. He goes inside and gets his own rebound. Able to draw the foul. That's what happens. When you get Giannis that close inside, a foul is going to be called. So this will be some free throws coming up. Let's see. Mike says, ask in the chat, had anyone else watched any USFL? And so I saw the opening night, like not the entire game of it, Mike, but I saw some of it in terms of like the opening night that we saw last week, Saturday. And so it was a great one, honestly. And so I was impressed with that one. I do intend to watch some more of that one, but that's really been about the only one that I was really able to check out so far in this one. But I feel like after the NFL draft, I'll be able to focus a little bit more on the USFL, just a little bit more. Meanwhile, Giannis, free throws up. That's good. 93-76. Let's see. Meanwhile, checking something real quick. All right, so again, Milwaukee leads this one 93-76. Let's see if Giannis can get this free throw to fall as well. Free throws up. Free throw is good. All right, so it's 94-76. 94-76. Chicago bring the ball up cross half court here. Guard it closely to set the screen for him. Makes the pass here. Going to give it up. Zach LaVine. Kicks it out in the corner. Williams has it. Puts it up. It's good. All right, it's 94-78. 16-point game with 10 minutes and 55 seconds to go. Shot goes up. Let's see. Mike says, old 80s. Any of you guys watched any? Meanwhile, the Bulls have it. Let's see. Mike says, what channel is the Bulls on, JB? So, yeah, this is on ABC right now. Currently on ABC right now. Meanwhile, the Bulls have it. Kicks it out in the corner for three. Oh, my. He missed out and he hit the floor kind of hard right there. Carter has it, gives it up, gets it back. Giannis sets the screen, gets the basketball here, around the top of the free throw line, kicks it in the corner, drives inside, makes the pass in the corner. Allen has it. Don't want him to get a shot up if you're Chicago. Gives it up to Carter. Carter puts a shot up there, and he missed that one badly. Bulls with the basketball here. Again, they trail right now 97-78. Let's see, Mike says, on regular TV, shoot. And so, yeah, occasionally from time to time, it seems like they alternate between ABC or TNT. You know, they alternate some of these games in terms of which games come on which. Meanwhile, Giannis with the jumper. No good. Bulls get the rebound right now. Crossing half court here. Give it to Levine. He makes the pass. Williams gets in the corner for three. Missed it. All right, Bucks get the rebound here. Again, we got 9 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. And so just a reminder, guys, that tomorrow I will be streaming another, another NBA playoff matchup right here. And the game that I will be streaming will be the Boston Celtics and the Brooklyn Nets. So bring your own broom, guys. We might be witnessing the exit of Brooklyn. And so I'm going to be streaming that game there. And if you're ever wondering which game I'll be streaming Monday through Thursday, I take it day by day. But if I do stream those days, it will be the earliest game that comes on right there. It just makes it's just easier given my work schedule to stream the earlier games. And so, but again, that will be for Monday. That will be for Monday. And of course, I got to link up with Old Man along with Coach Dante about which day, Tuesday and Wednesday, I will be doing the mock draft, on Coach Dante's channel. So whichever day that I don't do that will be the day that I will continue streaming the playoffs. But yes, tomorrow we'll be streaming Boston versus Brooklyn at 7 o'clock. And again, we're currently at the commercial right now because the Bucks call the full timeout. And again, we're still right now currently at the commercial. But again, the Milwaukee Bucks lead this one 97-78. Grayson Allen, he's played fantastic for them. So has Holiday, Bobby Portis Jr., he's provided a spark as well. Of course, Giannis went out there, got his points as well. I mean, yeah. Let's see. Mike says scorching, and it's a scorching hot and hot Atlanta yet. And so not exactly just yet. Not exactly just yet. Again, a little consistency would be nice in terms of the weather and all like that. But it is definitely warming up, though. Definitely warming up out there. And so, but yeah, if you mean on a consistent basis, not quite yet, Mike. Not quite yet. Trying to see what exactly for today is it. But today, though, it is nice and hot out there, though. It is nice and hot out there for today. 77 actually is where it is for me right now. So yeah, 77. And so we're getting up there, though. We're getting up there, Mike. We're getting up there. It's just it feels like for me, though, like prior to last week, like every other, like the weekend would be so much colder than the rest of the week. It felt like, or at least you get some rain or something as of late. But that scorching hot, though, we haven't reached that point just yet. Look at that. Grayson Allen, 27 points off the bench right there. Look at that. Giannis, he's got 30 points also. True Holiday with 18. BP with 14. All right, Bucks inbound the ball here. Gives it to Giannis there. Three Bulls got around him, which meant Holiday had a shot, but he missed that one. Bulls have it. Again, they trail 97-78. Gets the ball back to the basket. Going to post up here against Giannis. Kicks it out. DeRozan for three. Missed that one. All right, so Bucks get the rebound here. 8 minutes and 44 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. So Giannis has it. Kicks it out to BP. He's going to take the three. He missed it. Bulls get the rebound. Crossing half court here. 8 minutes and 28 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Makes the pass. Working it around the perimeter right now. Going to set the screen for DeRozan. Guarded by two guys. Makes the pass. Kicks it again to Williams in the corner. And he missed that one. All right, Milwaukee's going to bring the ball up here. It's about 8 minutes and 5 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Going to use the screen. Holiday gets inside. Puts it up. Gets that one to fall. So gets it plus the foul there. So it's 99-78. Let's see what Mike says. Let's see. Mike says, look, I see NBA on TV. Right? I mean, sometimes, yeah, like sometimes with the whole scheduling and all like that for basketball, it gets a little weird there. But they get that one to fall there. So Milwaukee has 100 points right now, while Chicago has 78. In the fourth quarter with 7 minutes and 48 seconds to go. In the corner. Kicks it out. DeRozan takes the jumper. DeRozan gets that one to fall. All right, 100-80. 20-point game. Holiday has it for the Bucks. He gives it up. Giannis gets inside here. Puts it up. Chicago gets the ball. DeRozan has it here. Makes the pass. Gets inside and lays it up. All right, 100-82. Let's see. Mike says, bring back Buffalo Braves. Meanwhile, Giannis posting up, kicks it out. How's it back? Giannis on the block. Two guys on him. Doesn't matter. He kicks it out in the corner for three. And that is good. It's good. So it's 103-82, a 21-point lead for Milwaukee. Meanwhile, Chicago right now kicks it out to DeRozan. DeRozan gets inside, puts his shot up there. He gets that one to fall. So DeRozan going to work right now. Meanwhile, Bucks kick it out. It's going to be a wide open three, and he gets that one to fall. 106-84. Let's see. Mike says, which NBA courts have you been to, JB? And so that's a great question right there. So for me, been to the Hawks, been to the Heats one, been to Orlando as well. And so those are the three that I've definitely been to. I'm trying to think if there's any. Yeah, those are the three that I've been to for NBA courts and stuff like that, those three. And so was very impressed with Orlando's court. Meanwhile, the Bulls go inside and all right, it's going to be a foul right there. What about you, Mike? All right, so we got some free throws coming up for DeRozan. First free throws up, that's good. All right, and again, Milwaukee leads this one 106-85 with about 5 minutes and 50 seconds left to go. And so Giannis right now, he's got himself 30 points, 15 rebounds, and 7 assists. If a man can go ahead and get 3 more assists here and go ahead and get that triple-double. Let's see. Mike says, I've been to United Central a few times. Way up top is steep. And so, yes. Meanwhile, That alley hoop right there for Brook Lopez down low. Nice pass right there, and even better finish. So Bucks up 108-86 right here, looking to take that 3-1 lead. Chicago has it. DeRozan shoots it, misses this one. All right, so the Bucks right now with the basketball. Steps back, shoots, missed it. All right, so here goes the Bulls. Going to set the pick, makes the pass, gets in the corner. 3-point shot, missed that one completely. Grace Nowling got the rebound there, gives it up to Holiday. Let's see, Mike says, if you go in a game with me, better bring binoculars. And so, hey, right? Right. I mean, you're so far back. I mean, you either bring that or you bring your own TV show. That's the only way you'll be able to see it. But all right, so we got ourselves a timeout called here by Chicago. Full timeout called right now. Milwaukee's up 110-86 right now. Again, a 24-point lead right now. And we have just hit the commercials right now. Meanwhile, the word is that they had, let's see. And so, of course, the start of the Golden State and Denver game will be happening soon. See if Golden State can go ahead and end that series. But just to look at some of the highest scorers in this game, DeRozan, he's got himself 21 points in this one, 7-17 out there in the court. You got Zach LaVine with 20 points. He's also 7-17 as well. You know, you've got Williams. He's got 17 points in this one also. And then you look at, for the Milwaukee Bucks, Giannis, 30 points, 15 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 blocks. Then you look at Holiday. He's got himself 23 points here. His plus minus is plus 22. Got you 17 points. Got 7 assists as well in this one. 2 rebounds. He's 9-18 out there on the court. And then you got Grayson Allen. He's got himself 27 points in this one. He's got a plus minus of plus 22 as well in this one. 10 of 12 out there on the court. 6 of 7 from 3-point range. Not to mention Bobby Portis Jr. He's got 14 points as well, contributing to this one. And he's got 10 rebounds also in this one. And again, we got just 4 minutes and 36 seconds left to go in this one. If you're Chicago, you're highly disappointed in how this game played out here. I mean, from the start here, I mean, at first it was close, but then at some points, Milwaukee went on a run, and you just couldn't respond. Chicago did go on a run, only to be followed up by Milwaukee going on another run, and since then, it's been all Milwaukee so far in this one. And, yeah, so Milwaukee's looking to take that 3-1 commanding lead in the series. Yeah, Mike, let's see. Mike says not good for Bulls, JB. And so, yeah, it's not good for them at all to be down 3-1 here, you know, and then, you know, going back to Milwaukee here, you know, Milwaukee can finish it at home here. And so, I mean, for Milwaukee, though, you're encouraged. You know, if you get that kind of production from, you know, Grace Nowling coming off the bench and Drew Holiday consistently gives you what he gave you today, you know, obviously Bobby Portis Jr., he's going to give you the effort each and every time. So, obviously, a guy like Brook Lopez, just 2 points there. You know, I expect in future games he'll get you at least double digits scoring there potentially. And so, you know, but you're feeling good about how things played out here, and you want to consistently see that right now. All right, Bulls going to inbound the ball here. Meanwhile, for Milwaukee, you'll notice that Milwaukee got a lot of their bench players in, you know, as well. You see the star players, you know, as Giannis and Holiday aren't out there. Grace Nowling is on the bench as well. All right, so Williams gets that shot to fall plus the foul. Let's see. Mike says, I see you had a gaming stream. How did it go? And so, yeah, Mike, it was an upload as opposed to the stream. I just wanted to do like a test run and some stuff like that. So I went ahead and did that. I just wanted to see, honestly, well, one, if I did an older game and all like that, because that was NCAA, I think, '08 that I had did. So wanted to see just, how many views that would get. But I do plan on doing some live streams for gaming. It's just once we get through with perhaps the NBA playoffs, that'll probably be the best time to go ahead and start setting some days where it's like, okay, I'll start doing some gaming content and stuff like that as well. So I think it'll be fun to have that going, especially when we get to that period where, there's no basketball and there's no football. That'd be great to implement some of the gaming as well. But yeah, it was more so an upload as opposed to an actual stream. I wasn't live for that one. Let's see. Mike says XFL has an agreement, but it would be nice for the Bulls to be able to sign some potential guys and put them to USFL to evaluate. I'm sorry, the Bills to do that. And so Mike always looking out for his Bills there. Let's see. Mike says, I only watched a few minutes because graphics were crap, getting newest games. And so, yeah, that was really what I wanted to test and all like that. I wanted to see how the graphics looked and stuff like that as well in terms of, on that. And so, but yeah, definitely the newest that we got for college football is 2014 and stuff like that. I was just waiting on college football to get the updated rosters, names and stuff like that. And so, yeah, but I'll be using more of that moving forward. And also college basketball as well. The last college basketball game as well. Let's see. Mike says, well, any team to be able to evaluate their talent off season. And so, yeah, it would be great if that was the case and to be able to evaluate their talent that way. Kind of like the NFL was with NFL Europe and stuff like that. Meanwhile, let's see. The Bucks right now, Grayson Allen had it. So you see the starters back in here. Giannis working around the perimeter here with about 3 minutes and 50 seconds to go. Holiday shoots, missed that one. Williams gets the rebound. All right, Bulls with the basketball here. DeRozan goes inside, gets that one to fall. All right, so it's 110-93. Chicago in the 7-0 run at the last minute and 5 seconds. Gives it to Giannis. Makes the pass to Bobby Portis Jr. He shoots. Missed that one. Meanwhile, it's going to be a turnover right there, so the Bucks get it. Giannis has it. You know what he's going to do? Lays it up there. Oh, Giannis missed that one. You're not going to see that happen every day, guys. But about 3 minutes and 4 seconds left to go. Another turnover right now. Oh, they're going to call a foul. All right. Mike says send Harry down to USFL. And so, we can send him to Buffalo, Mike. All it takes is just one word. We can send him to Buffalo. Let you guys get that first impression, hands-on evaluation of what he's got going. And who knows? Maybe Josh Allen can get the most out of him. Meanwhile, for the Bulls, shot goes up. Missed it. All right, so Milwaukee's going to cross half court here. Let's see. Mike says no. Oh, man. Let's see. Mike says, what you like about the Hornets? When it comes to the Hornets, LaMelo Ball, very fond of them in terms of I like how he's been coming along here, how he's been playing, the confidence he plays with. He's just having fun out there. They're a fun team to watch. I like the fact that it's fun watching them and stuff like that. Now, obviously, they need some more pieces and stuff, but I do like what they have right now in terms of what they're building. Oh, look at that. So you've got Portis Jr. and Zach LaVine going at it right now in terms of just talking, but still. Obviously, LaVine right now not too happy with how this series is playing out. So let's see in the last 2 minutes and 16 seconds of play here. Let's see what happened. He went in there. Yeah, Zach LaVine took exception to that. All right, officials are looking at this right now. Again, the score right now is 112-93. Let's see. Mike says, now NBA draft have lottery system. And so, yeah, they have that lottery system there. You say our worst draft pick. And so, no, NBA is the worst. I'm sorry. The lottery system, for those that have the bottom of the pick there, but based upon how many, if you're if you had the worst record and all like that, your odds are better. But at the same point, though, it's a lottery system. So, that certainly has been how the NBA plays it. I hope the NFL never reaches that point. I really don't want that to be the case there. I like how the NFL draft system is. But, I mean, if teams are tanking on purpose for the first pick, they may not have a choice at some point in the future. With all these investigations that's happening right now, if we get some concrete evidence of teams, wanting to tank for that first overall pick there, they're going to have to find some way to get rid of it. And I can't think of a more better method to do than to actually just, make it a lottery system at this point. Again, there's still 2 minutes and 16 seconds left to go here. Waiting to see what the officials say about this. Let's see. Mike says, I think it happens, but not blatant enough for NFL to change their huge event. And so, no doubt it happens. No doubt it happens. But I mean, all these investigations going on, if they find out that these coaches, are getting paid incentives to go out there and lose, and if that becomes public, the NFL must do something. If that becomes public, especially if they get multiple teams doing it and stuff like that, and the track record of them doing it, like if they investigate the Browns and figure out, hey, this has been, when they were getting those first round picks, stuff like that, hey, NFL's going to have to do something. And if not this, I don't know what you can do that would be large enough to reinstall the integrity of the NFL. Commissioner loves using that word there when it comes to integrity. He does not play around when it comes to integrity. Let's see, Mike says NFL needs a reporting system. If someone higher tells you to lose, you need to report it right away. And so here we go. Shot goes up. Gets stopped when the fall. All right, 115-95. And so, yeah, Mike, I agree with that. But if they also do that, they need to implement a system to where your job is secured for X amount of years after, if that's proven to be the case and all that. Because you guarantee if they're trying to get you to lose and all like that, and you reported them, they can just say, oh, your performance was not that good, so we'll just let you go at the end of the season. And then that be that. But again, right now we're currently at the commercial because the Chicago Bulls, who are down by 20, have called a timeout. Let's see. Mike says, agreed, maybe minimum 2-year coaching contract. And so I would say 2 years. I mean, I would assume that they probably would discuss this at the very beginning of them hiring you to begin with. but when they would have that conversation. So based upon that, you probably already signed about maybe a 4 or 5 year contract, probably, and all like that. So if that's the case, then probably make it 3 years. Probably make it 3 years. But for sure 2 years. For sure 2 years. Because there's no way that team's keeping you unless you just go out there and just ball out and make the play, like your team starts making the playoffs and all like that regularly. There's no way they're retaining you. As soon as that 2 years is done, that's it. It's a wrap. Your coaching career is done. Meanwhile, the Bulls have it. Shoot the jumper. All right, so Milwaukee going to cross half court here. Makes the pass, puts it up there. All right, gets 2 points there, 117-95. All right, White has it for Chicago. Kicks it out. Couple passes here. Going to shoot the jumper. Missed it. Carter has it for Milwaukee. Gets it down low. Going to be a foul there against Chicago. A minute left to go in the game. And Milwaukee's up 117-95. And so let's see. Coach says, I just got through doing the Patriots mock draft. You know I have to check that one out. You know I've got to check that one out. Do you have that one posted on like IG, Twitter? Where'd you post that one at, Coach? Let's see. Mike says, I should not see you getting fired after a year unless your Rex Ryan circus show. And so, I mean, unless you get like there's something that happens, like some type of, like reasonable cause that allows for it. Other than that, yeah, I think that 2-3 year minimum. If you challenged it and it works out to where you have the proof to show in that scenario that the team indeed provided incentives for losing. But absolutely. All right, so guys, that is it. That is going to be the game right there. So the Milwaukee Bucks have won this one, 119-95 here. And so that's it. It's finalized. And if you're Chicago, you're down 3-1 now. And so you hate it. You're not happy with it. But sometimes it's how the cookie crumbles right there. They had an opportunity to tie this up. But now your back's against the wall and you have to go down to Milwaukee. So, yeah. And so let's see. Coach says, going to be on both Instagram and Twitter. So IG and Twitter. Appreciate that, Coach. Definitely going to go check that out immediately and stuff like that. So definitely. But yeah, this game right now is currently over. And so let's see. Mike says, who was Jack's coach? My gosh. Are you referring to their previous coach in Urban Meyer? And so, yeah, he was their coach until he wasn't anymore. All right, let's see. Mike says, take care, JB. I'm going to watch your mock a few more. And so, yeah, I appreciate that, Mike. Let me know your thoughts for sure. I'll be looking forward to the comment there as well. But, yeah, you take care as well, Mike. Appreciate you for coming through. And so Mike says, take care, JB. I'm going to watch your mock a few times. And so, yeah, appreciate that. Appreciate that. Let's see. Mike says, Coach posted on your YouTube. I will check it out. And so, bet. Let's see. Mike says, yeah, he is 1 year disaster. And so, yeah, he's going to make it hard for these college coaches. You look at these college coaches that come in there with the big names, and, yeah, it just has not always worked out. There's been some that worked out, Pete Carroll, but it took him a couple tries to get it right there. But Urban Meyer, I mean, I think back when we saw Urban Meyer bring in Tim Tebow, that was a sign right there like, okay, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. He's trying to do too much right now. But absolutely. But, yeah, appreciate you guys for coming through here. Going to go ahead and end the stream again. I will be streaming again tomorrow. And tomorrow I will be streaming. It'll be the Boston-Brooklyn game right there. Will Boston pull out the broom or will Brooklyn show some backbone? We're going to find that out, guys, but I will be streaming that one tomorrow. But appreciate you guys so much for coming through and look forward to seeing you guys next time. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday and have a great start to your week as well, guys.